Hello and welcome to Beyond the Gates, a new D&D actual play podcast. We're excited to be recording our first ever episode. My name is Jacob Bro, and I will be your dungeon master. I am joined today by our four fearless heroes. Players, please introduce yourselves.
We rolled initiative for this. I know.
There's your first cut, guys.
Okay.
No, keep it.
Okay, I'm Adam. I am playing a fighter by the name of Ruinel of Tarsus.
I am Mitchell. I am playing a monk named Irit Hardstar.
I am Bryleigh, and I will be playing a bard by the name of Aster Laveau.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Willis, and I will be playing a level 3 cleric named Hope Brightshadow.
All right.
It's gonna be me.
For copyright reasons, we had to cut Mitchell off there.
I just did it too well.
It was too close. YouTube was going to pick that up. They were going to give us a strike. Okay. Are we ready? All right. I'm not. Here we go. Thunder rumbles in the distance as clouds begin to loom over the small village of Amber Grove. The wind whips and roars with great force, blowing all manner of leaves and dust through the streets before the first drops of rain begin to fall. Villagers hurriedly close their windows and doors, seeking shelter from the impending storm. Near the outskirts of the village lies a small temple. Inside, at the shrine of the goddess, is a half-elf deep in prayer. The temple is mostly abandoned, think kind of gray stonework, a lot of like moss growing over it. There are 3 statues. There should be 4. There is one missing. There's like nameplates and stuff, but they're kind of all like worn from weather. So you just kind of have these 3 statues that have like not much definition to them. They're just kind of little forms, you know? And so the gods have been absent for a while. There was an event thousands of years ago. You all would all know this, players, called the Great Darkness. No one really knows what it was. There's no one really alive to tell the story of the Great Darkness. But it's over now, and that's great. But the gods were absent after it ended. So Chelsea, why don't you go ahead and introduce Hope Brightshadow?
Hope is a light-skinned half-elf, and she wears scale mail over top of her robes. The robes are white and gold, white for like purity and stuff. She's always been honest, and she has a shield and a mace, and can also do like herbology. So she's got like the vials on her belt and everything, and she has like a blackish brown hair, and she always wears it in kind of like a French braided mohawk. It's always a little taller on the top than it is on the sides. And she has amber brown eyes. Hope is in this dark place. The statues don't have any definition, and I'm assuming that there's like a layer of dust on everything. Like nobody comes here anymore.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, like a lot of like, think like dirt and like soot, you know, just like nature has had its like effect on it, right?
Okay, so I'm here by myself.
Yeah.
And for all intents and purposes, I feel like the gods have abandoned us. And just like my father did whenever I was a kid. And I've been trying so hard to be a good person, morally upright, doing everything that I can to help the people. But the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. And I'm at my breaking point now. And I have some items in front of me, and I'm still not sure if what I'm doing is the right thing. So I'm going to make a prayer and see if anybody answers.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and roll a religion check?
Yeah, that's a -1, so I have a 3.
It is dead quiet.
It is dead quiet.
Actually, you hear like a mouse squeak in the corner. That's, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to actually say something to the gods now, so
Okay.
maybe instead of just sitting there, they'll actually respond now.
Okay.
It has been so long since we have seen your faces and heard your voices, and I have tried so hard to heal the people, and nothing is changing. The rich take advantage of the poor continuously, the way that my mother was taken advantage of by my father. and I need to make a change. And the only way I know to do it is to take advantage of those who have taken advantage of us. But I need a sign that this is the right thing to do. So anyone hear me and answer.
Okay, roll another religion check with advantage this time.
That's nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. If your modifier is negative,
first.
it's a 19. But
Yeah.
I mean, still, like, yeah, advantage couldn't get you any higher if you don't have a positive modifier. Already, there's like a storm brewing, right? You're kind of hearing the winds and stuff. But right as you like finish your prayer, like they kick up like hard. So I don't know if you would necessarily know if that means anything or if it's just coincidence. But that's what happens.
Okay.
So, can you go ahead and roll me a perception check?
Perception is +5. Okay. That's 22.
Okay. That'll do it. Yeah, so you notice a squirrel just running around the temple. Kind of like suspiciously a little bit.
Suspicious.
My module software just quit. Okay, so my software is back up and running. You see this squirrel.
Well, I asked for a sign, and I don't know if this squirrel is supposed to be part of that sign, so I'm going to hurriedly take the potions, the 3 rocks I have in front of me, and the scroll, and put it into my bag really quickly, and then chase after the squirrel.
Okay.
And say, here, squirrel, come here, squirrel.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
14.
Okay. You don't know where the squirrel is anymore. Go ahead and roll me another perception check.
That's a 13.
It's a 13. With the 13, you now see a vole.
A bowl?
A vole. Sorry, like the little rodent. A vole. V-O.
It's like a rodent.
Yeah. You don't see a squirrel anymore, but you see a vole.
Did this squirrel just turn into a rat? Like
It was out of your eyesight. There's no really way of knowing, I guess.
Can I disguise myself as a rat?
Using a disguise kit?
No, I have a level 1 spell for disguise self.
How does disguise self work again? Hold on. I don't think that's how that
Hold up,
works,
little
but
bit.
hold on. I believe you have to stay like the same type of. Okay, yeah, no, you can only make yourself
Look
1
like
foot
an-
shorter.
Okay.
That's the maximum of.
A giant rat.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could look like a giant
Giant
rat. If you want to look like a giant rat, I'll permit it.
I just don't know how.
It's a large rat.
Because I can't speak to animals or anything. Okay. It is a pest and it's in the temple and I cannot catch it apparently. So I'm going to cast Sacred Flame and try to kill it.
Oh goodness. Okay. Go ahead and let's see. Is Sacred Flame is it a Dex? Let's see. Trying to remember.
The target must succeed on a Dex saving throw.
Okay, so I thought it was a Dex saving
or
throw.
take 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
It's a rat. How dexterous could it be? Or is it still a rat? No. Yeah, it's a vole.
It's a vole. Yeah.
How dexterous could it be?
Let's see.
It won't come to me, and I can't catch it apparently.
Okay. What was your spell save DC?
Oh gosh. Save DC
Yeah.
is 13.
13. Okay. Yeah. With a 22, he saves.
Okay.
So as you cast that, you miss. The vole dodges out of the way, and you see it crawl inside of one of the statues, and it comes out with like a little box and flees.
I'm gonna chase after it.
Okay, you're gonna chase after it. You chase after it, and do you like call for anyone? Do you just like keep chasing it? What are you planning on doing?
I'm in an abandoned place. I don't think there's anybody around, and even if I did, I don't think anyone would help me chase a rat.
So you're like right at the, so like imagine like a little town and it's like surrounded by woods, right? Like a little village. There's like a couple of roads in and out. Here's the temple, like right where it connects to the woods. There's some stables nearby, and also like the roads that lead into the village. So like there would be people that would hear you if you needed, or if you like were trying to call.
And is the rat running towards the city or to the stables or
No, into the forest.
and just off into the forest?
Yeah.
Okay. Thief! Thief! It took my stuff! Thief! Because it has the box.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
So what? Never mind. We're not going to use your passive. Why don't you go ahead and roll for perception?
Sorry, guys.
But,
It's a D20, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm such a noob.
Plus your proficiency bonus because you're proficient in, so you'd add +1 to it.
15, so +1, 16.
Plus minus 1.
No, he's
I'm proficient in perception.
Oh, okay. So it gives you +1. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you would hear
Right.
this.
Called what now? I would go out towards her voice.
Okay.
And
So
then-
you follow her voice.
Yes.
So it's you're like pretty close, right? So it's kind of like I was saying, like circular shaped city, some roads that lead into the middle,
Yeah,
like
woods.
2 or 3 big roads that lead out, and then kind of like wooded on each side with forest, right? So you're probably like more in the middle, right? Because you are, as you would know, like the marshal,
I was-
right?
Do you want me to go in and
Yeah,
get
go
my-
ahead and introduce your character.
Ruanel of Tarsus was once a soldier of the House of Tarsus. She is a half-elf. The house specialized in seafaring and shipping, but like an enemy spy got into the house, lowered the gates, and under the cover of night, and the house was slaughtered. She was the only survivor of the house. She has a prosthetic arm made out of wood and vines and stuff. Yeah, she's as of right now, she's just working as the marshal of this town, just trying to survive, waiting for the opportunity that she can actually get back at the house that destroyed her. Not destroyed her home, but she's just surviving for now. Ruanel is also a pretty light-skinned half elf. She has like kind of a mixture of like pink, like pink and reddish hair. It kind of depends on like where like the strands and like how the sun hits. As of right now, she's wearing a chain shirt. But then like over that, she's got just some like red and black, just like a red and black jacket, tunic, and then trousers, and then around her waist, she has like the remnants of her House Tarsus's banner, which the banner it's white and red, and it has a kraken on it.
Okay. So you give chase, correct?
Yes,
That's
I
what you
give
said?
chase.
Okay, so you give chase, and you're running through the streets. Cobblestone. Kind of broken. It's like it's a smaller village. So, not too much to see. Just a lot of like little huts and little shacks and stuff where people are selling,
Knickknacks
different
and
wares and various knickknacks. Yeah. And you like reach the edge of that main road where the temple is, right? And then you see Hope Brightshadow, right? Who you don't know yet, but you just see this half elf just like bolting it, chasing this vole.
I give chase, I guess.
Okay, so for one reason or another, you're giving chase, right?
Because when they're like there are like thieves that can shift into animals. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're giving chase, and so those two characters are now chasing a rodent, solving the world's problems by one rodent at a time.
I assume that Hope Brightshadow hears him like behind her. She turns a look, sees that it's the sheriff, and goes, Druid, he stole my box, and keep running.
Okay. So at this point,
Oh gods.
At this point, we are cutting to our lovely little lad, Erit Hardstar. And so you're currently in the stables, taking care of all the horses and stuff. Everyone's kind of got their own little spot. It's a pretty good gig for you. You were kind of looking for a job. They said, hey, can you take care of the horses? And, you're pretty excited about it. So there's a lot of different horses, stallions, things like that. And you hear all this clamor come by. What would you like to do?
So they're running through the streets, and I'm assuming they're running past my little stables?
Yes, correct.
All right. So Erit would look at the 3 horses that are currently surrounding him. Terry, Barry, Harry, my time is here. I must go. And then he books it and sees the sheriff and this random person following a vole and starts to also follow. So he's a half elf, half orc. I like to say orf. He's pretty built, a little bit larger than your average elf, but maybe not as beefy as your average orc. Despite the fact that he is the half orc, his skin isn't as grayish green, but it's a little grayish peachish. He's wearing some robes, but around his like upper torso, it's a little looser, almost to allow that bulk muscle to expand if necessary, almost. With primary his colors being a slightly faded yellow with very subtle hints of red. He's got, his hair is not very long. There's a little bit of it. It is black, despite the fact that he is the orc. That elven hair will allow some growth.
Okay. So Ruinel, as you're running, right, you notice someone just like slathering a building in paint. Just tons of paint. You can't tell what they're doing. You don't really know if they know what they're doing. They're just painting. It's unclear what it is. There's paint everywhere. On them, on the wall. Definitely just like vandalizing the side of the building. Does that make you do anything, or are you just gonna keep running, or?
Well, so there's vandalism or there's a thief.
Pick your crime, Sheriff.
I'm Judge Dredd right now. Well, the vandalizing can. I was gonna say that like we're actively giving chase to someone who's just something that's gonna get away if we don't stop them.
Yeah.
I would
Versus
like to
vandalizing.
point out that Hope has never lied in her life, and she doesn't know why she lied now, but she did.
Well, we can either give chase to this squirrel, or like just like stop and look at this vandal who's gonna probably still be there. The evidence is gonna be there.
This is true. The evidence will be there.
Yeah.
But isn't that always how a crime works?
I mean, if you're like lathering a house in paint,
There were witnesses, and did we see her face?
can I roll a perception check on that? I guess. See their face.
Yeah, so hold on. So go ahead and roll a perception check.
All right.
But so while you do that, let's go ahead and introduce our graffiti artists. So let's go ahead and meet Aster
13.
Laveau. 13?
13.
Cool.
So Aster is currently in the middle of graffitiing this building. It is most likely a building that is government owned or is very
It changes things.
I can confirm it's in fact like I don't know what they would call it in ye old fantasy times, but like it's the definition of like your office building right now. It is like for sure like the like
Oh, so
ye
it's
old
my
police.
place. It's the
it is
police
ye old
station.
police station. Yeah.
Oh no!
You're just gonna
It
let that
is,
happen?
yeah, it is very much a government-owned building, or it is a nobles building. Whatever it is that she is currently marking up, it is something that would be directly related to the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. So, she's in the middle of doing this. You probably can't make sense of it yet until it's completely done, but as of right now, all you see is a very cloaked figure who's, as we've mentioned, covered in paint. Face is covered. It has a mask, like a very ornate mask, but you probably can't tell unless you're close enough to see it. But the idea is that you cannot technically identify her.
Right.
You would very much have to be very close to even tell like the details of her mask. Hood up, very covered. So not very much to tell you what she looks like yet.
Right.
Because the idea of anonymity is very much there. But no, she's very much ingrained in this. So Aster is a bard class. She is a hybrid of an Aasimar and a tiefling. She stands at 6'3", without heels. 6'3". She has incredibly long, dark, almost raven black hair. She typically keeps it in some sort of styled fashion, kind of an updo, but it's also very wavy. So there's braiding woven into it. There's some hair jewelry woven into it as well. Typically it's, little gold or silver hoops and things like that are in her braids. She has incredibly pale skin, almost to the point that it's luminescent. Especially whenever she's in very bright light, so sunlight or even torchlight, you start to question if she's actually glowing or like radiating a little bit of light from her skin and even her eyes, which are very bright green with some gold flecks in it. But there's something when she is just at rest, so not in any sort of stress or any sort of, blood pressure raising situation, that you can't quite place your finger on. Is she just someone that is different, or is there actually something other about her? And she typically dresses in very dark colors, so some burgundies, blacks, dark navies. She's not one for very bright colors, but typically she's in some sort of hooded overcoat, sleeveless, that has billowing sleeves with some lace intricacies kind of woven into it, and some beadwork and things like that. But aside from that, she's pretty low key, but you can tell that she's got some sort of access to money to be able to keep things relatively nice.
So Aster, you hear all this commotion. You see what you know is the cop. You've already, like, you got into town. You identified who was law enforcement, and then you see what's the word for, like, the guy who keeps the horses? Like a stablekeeper, stableman. Yeah, sure. Whatever he is, you see him running, and then you see a cleric. Right, all the robes and everything just running, and they're chasing this like tiny little thing. You can't even tell what it is. You assume it's some sort of like little rat or something, but you can't really tell from where you are. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna do anything?
Aster is going to take one solid look at what just happened, and then she is going to bolt. She is going to shove every single bit of paint and brush and all of her equipment into this bag that looks like it should not hold any of that. And then she is going to make a mad dash towards the stables. She very much does not want to get caught. She's doing something she is not supposed to do. And she noticed that there was law enforcement around. And so she is going to go to the stables. She's going to take a look around, see if she sees anybody.
Go ahead and roll a check.
Okay. 17 plus. That is a 19.
Yeah, you can tell that there's no one around.
No
the
one
guy
around.
that was supposed to be there and watching
Everyone
it
that was
just
supposed to be there is
ran.
gone. Fantastic.
He is gone.
As she's bolting, can I give chase? Because she just wrecked my place.
What's your perception, friend?
+1.
He saw it. He saw you
Yeah.
painting.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw you painting.
He saw you painting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did you say the names of the horses were again?
Okay, Terry,
There is Terry, taking notes.
Barry,
Barry,
Harry,
Harry,
And Larry.
Knew it.
and Larry.
I knew he was gonna end it.
All right, yeah. So you're looking around Aster, and you're like, oh yeah, nope, he's gone. And so you just see these 4 awesome horses: Terry, Barry, Harry, and Larry, and they're just chilling. Yeah, doing horse stuff. You know,
They have
occasionally
plenty
going
of hay.
right. Yeah, occasional like a little neigh or like yeah. Oh yeah, do that again. Do that. Yeah.
Are any of them tacked up? Are any of them saddled or have anything on them?
No, but it's like all like with their. It's like hanging over the door almost like there's a hook.
And they
Okay.
look very happy.
Okay, I'm going to prioritize quickness over comfortability, and which of these horses looks like it is going to move the fastest?
Definitely Terry.
Okay, I'm going to run up to Terry and just not even thinking, just flip all the latches. I'm going to hope that Terry is cool with me. I'm going to give him a quick, like, hey, here's a sniff of my hand. I'm going to be your friend. And then I am going to absolutely get on the back of Terry, and then we are going to just launch out of the stables.
Okay. Terry likes that you signaled him out because he's the strongest. Like he's like into it, right? He's like, yeah, they know what's up. They know what's up. So go ahead and roll an animal handling check with advantage.
Okay. Okay, that is a 19 and a 14.
Yeah,
So
that'll
19.
do it. So as you're getting on Terry's back, Barry, Harry, and Larry are going, and they're going in the same direction that Irrit went. So Ruinel, Irrit, Hope. Now you have just 3 horses just sprinting in your direction. Okay, they're just like you hear them clopping. They're coming, dude. So Aster, what are you gonna do next?
You said I'm following them?
They very clearly like him. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Which-
the
I've given
horses.
them a very happy life.
Yeah.
The horses go to follow Irrit. Yeah,
Okay.
naturally.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
And Irrit's following the cop. Ah. Okay. I am just going to trust that Terry does, in fact, know what's up. And I'm just going to let Terry just lead our entire little group of horses towards this group that's running after a rodent for some odd reason. We catch up fairly quickly, and I take a look at the group as we're just kind of clopping past. Honestly, probably a full gallop. I'm gonna roll a perception check
Okay.
just to kind of investigate what is actually happening, seeing as I'm closer up now, and I'm also at some greater height than what they are at.
Do you mean you want to roll investigation?
I'm sorry, investigation. Sorry. My
yeah,
bad.
go ahead and roll investigation.
I'm like, two ways, friends. Okay, so 17.
Okay, yeah. You see that what they're chasing is a rodent. You know, a good size. You know, and he's got a box. Whatever it is, he's carrying a box in his mouth, right?
Mhm.
And they're running into the forest. So what else were you like? What other things were you like looking for?
I was just trying to take a relatively good look at just what everybody was doing. I mean, why are we running in this? Why is this specific group of people running after this specific thing?
So you can tell because of the fact that like there's law enforcement, right? So like the sheriff, what is the other word we used?
Marshall.
Yeah, you can tell because the marshal's like running. Obviously, there's some form of crime that's been committed. You're not really sure what, but you get the sense that it might be that something was stolen because you see the cleric at the front leading the pack, and you can tell she's like freaking out, whatever it is. You're not really sure what it is that's been stolen, but that's kind of like the hunch that you have. And then you also get the hunch that Irrit's just running because he wants to, right? He was just curious about what was going on. So that's kind of motivation for why everyone's running. But yeah, that's about all that you can tell.
Gotcha. I didn't think to say this. Could I have lost my mask? Could I have taken my mask off? Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
We can work on that.
Yeah, mask, probably, was disguised self while I was graffitiing.
Okay.
So I am just now normal Aster girl. I kind of want to try like I don't know, maybe it would be an acrobatics. I also might be too high up. But I really want to try to stop the rodent with the box.
Okay.
But I also don't want to kill the rodent because, thing didn't do anything to me. Can I attempt to lean down and try to snatch the box?
Yeah, you're not quite far enough yet.
Okay.
But yes, you can go ahead and keep that in mind for
Okay.
what you can do next.
Because she's 6'3". She's got a pretty good
Yeah,
wingspan.
pretty good reach. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Ruinel, Irit, and Hope, you see these horses coming up behind you. Is there anything that you want to do? Are you going to let them run past you? Are you going to try to get on? What are you thinking?
Terry, Barry, Harry, Larry. Or,
Wait.
yeah, hold on. Let me try that again. Terry, Barry, Larry, Harry, what are you doing out here? And
they
then,
don't talk because they're horses.
And so,
Terry definitely noticed that you called his name, though, because there was definitely a flick of the mane and the head and kind of a leaning more, towards you.
Irid would then try to hop on Barry, and because Terry is getting ridden at the moment, he'd kind of hop on and then be like, "What are you doing on Terry?"
What are you doing chasing after a rat?
That's not the question.
Gods.
It is definitely the question.
Can I try and get on to the so you're on Terry, you're on Larry, you said?
I'm on Barry.
All right. I'll try and hop on Larry.
Okay, so hold on. So, Terry has Aster. Irit is riding Barry. Okay, and Ruinel, you would like to ride Larry.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. And so, Hope, if you would like to follow suit.
Do we have to roll anything?
No, I'll say you can go ahead. Because they're just kind of running to run at this point. So yeah, they're not really gonna fight you because they're just gonna keep running. As long as you're not slowing them down, they're gonna be fine with it. So Hope, yeah, there's one horse left who you don't know is Harry, but it's Harry and he's running.
No, I don't want to hop on a horse. I'm afraid actually that the horses are going to crush the rat, or maybe crush the box, and there might be something precious in it.
You're not quite close enough to the rat.
Okay.
For that to be a concern. You would know that because he's a rodent and he's running. He had a good head start on you too.
Well, eventually these horses are going to pass me up because they're probably faster than I am.
Yeah.
And so I want to channel divinity and invoke duplicity, which starting at level 2 as an action, you create a perfect illusion of yourself that lasts a minute or until you lose concentration. And I'm going to cast this in front of the vole to try to get it to slow down.
Okay, let's see.
So that maybe it looks like it thinks that I teleported in front of it or something.
Let's see. Give me 2
Honestly,
seconds.
right now I was just more concerned
It
with
says the illusion
getting
appears in
Aster.
an unoccupied space that you see within 30 feet of you. Is the rat within 30 feet?
Yes. But
Uh,
she's dropped her disguise self, so you actually don't know that I'm the same person.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, you still have you're
He
still
approved
covered in
it.
pink though.
No,
right?
I'm not. He approved it.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I would say you could roll, I guess, to see.
Okay,
You
I-
know,
yeah,
at
that's
some
my
point.
fault. I
At some
didn't- I
point.
didn't
At some point. Let's get through this. And you're trying to use what, Chelsea?
Channel divinity.
Channel divinity, invoke duplicity. As long as it's within 30 feet, I can cast a duplicate of myself, and it lasts for a minute.
I would
You
say
can move the illusion up to 30 feet to a space you can see, but it must remain within 120 feet of you. And I'm just trying to slow the rat down so that.
Okay, so you're not quite close enough. You can still make it, and it appears that on your next turn, you could probably move it because it has to be within 120 feet of you. You're definitely within 120 feet of the rat. You're not quite within 30 feet. You would need to be a little bit faster to catch up to it.
Okay, so I run faster.
Okay.
Run faster.
What's your movement speed?
I think it's 30.
Okay. Well, that's still the fastest you can run or like move.
I'm trying to move
on
fast.
turn. So, I guess you could dash if you wanted to, but
Yeah.
then you wouldn't be able to
Cast.
cast.
Okay, well, I'm going to do the dash to get within range so that on the next time I can do the thing.
Okay, so we're like entering like territory where everyone's gonna start like trying to do different things, right? So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Gosh, a roll initiative for a rat.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay, is that the first nat 20?
That is a
19.
No.
It's the second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
19 plus 1, dirty 20.
Okay. hold on.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Aster will go first, followed by Ruminel,
So
and then
technically I'm
Hope, and then Irid. Okay, so initiative.
These are the-
That is a 22, so the
What?
Vole will act before all of you.
I had a
what's your
nat
dexterity
20 though.
modifier?
My dex.
2.
Yeah.
His is a +4. So he'll go first, and you are now entering the forest and being like familiar with the area and having been here for a while. Now, Aster, you may not know this as much because you're kind of new to the area, but the rest of you would know that there's a cliff line. It's like a ways off. It's a ways off. There is a cliff line.
There's a dead drop.
Bro,
Like,
you're-
Yeah. And there's a beach, and then you would know that that's where all of like the shipping and docks are and stuff. That's where one of your main roads from your town of Ambergrove. That's what it leads down to, is like the docks where the shipping and the fishing boats, all of that. That's where all that commerce occurs. But you would know that it's just cliff for a while. So you're several hundred feet up.
I'm worried about your horses, man.
Oh, me too.
So.
I'm worried about me.
So, as you enter the forest, everyone go ahead and roll me a perception check. We'll do this outside of initiative.
11.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
12.
So, Hope, you would notice that the Vole crosses behind one tree, and then Hope, you would see that once it crosses, it's now there's another horse.
Wow.
So yeah, just do with that information what you will. There is now a horse running ahead of all of you. So
But we would notice that there's a horse, just not that the vole turned into the horse.
I think only my perception is high enough to notice.
to have seen it happen,
To have
you-
seen the change. But we
eventually-
see the horse.
Eventually, once you'll get like into the forest,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like it's bright outside, or I'd say not bright because there's a storm going on, right? But it's like there's still light, right? It's kind of like that weird, like kind of grayish light that's happening whenever there's heavy
Overcast.
rain. Yeah, it's very overcast. So as you're going through the forest, like once you're in the forest and your eyes adjust, you'll probably be able to notice it a little bit easier. You have dark vision, yes. Yeah. I feel like your eyes would still have to adjust though, right?
Oh.
Being like in like bright light and then going to like she would still be able to see. I think we'll just go with y'all didn't notice it. You'll see it once you're in the forest, but since like
Yeah.
Hope was at the very front, she's entering the forest first,
Yeah.
so like she can see it a
That
little bit
tracks.
easier. So yeah, so with your 16 Hope, you're able to see that a vole crosses one side of the tree, and after it crosses behind the tree, you lose sight of it for a second. But there's a black stallion just sprinting towards what you would know is where the cliffside would be. You're hundreds and hundreds of feet away at this point, but you would know that that's where it is. And everyone is pretty close behind, but you'll probably enter the forest, at the edge of the forest on like your next turn. Yes. Do you have a question?
No, it was a stupid comment.
Go ahead.
Is its name Black Beauty?
No.
You mean like Betty?
It's Gary.
Okay. So
For copyright reasons, that's getting taken out.
yeah. For copyright reasons, our lawyers have advised
For
us.
copyright reasons, we have been sacked.
People down at HR.
So at this point, everyone who is on a mount, your movement speed for this next little bit while you're on your mount will be 60 feet.
Would Terry have an additional 5 feet for being Terry?
No.
Since he is.
You can
The
tell.
boss.
You can tell he takes creatine when he goes to the gym.
Yep.
But it's mostly like he does it for aesthetics, not so much that like he's getting any actual benefit.
Yeah, those
out of
horse
it.
muscles are defined.
Yeah.
Jim Bro Terry.
He clearly skipped leg day.
Literally can't though.
So let's go ahead and kick it off with initiative.
All right, again?
No. You already. We're gonna start. We're gonna start initiative. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So
Let me put some boom in it.
yeah. So that was the Vol's turn. Aster, it is now your turn.
Yep. You said that are we in the forest now? So
Are you still moving forward?
Yes.
At this point, then yeah, you'll be entering the forest.
so I
on
can
this
now
turn.
see that there is a horse
Yes.
just running in front of us.
Yes.
Okay, how many estimated feet is it in front of me?
About 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we were on the horses, would dashing cost us the action or cost the horse an action?
You.
Okay.
So, we have a little game that we're going to be playing with this initiative while you're on horseback. One of you is not currently on horseback, but most of the cards should still apply.
For our audio listeners, our DM is currently shuffling a deck of cards.
Note cards.
Note cards, yes, with
Yes.
stuff written on them.
Very menacingly.
So, I'm going to need you to roll a 1d6 at the beginning of your turn each time. Okay, so we need a 1d3, so half it, whatever it was, half.
Okay, rounding down or rounding up?
Rounding down.
5.
I got a
3.
2, 3,
5.
so
One.
2,
1.
1. Okay, so go ahead and blankly draw that amount of cards, not the 5.
Oh.
So 2 cards.
2 cards.
3 cards.
There's 3 cards for you, buddy.
Yeah, because I got a
Okay,
6.
so that's 1, 2. What if I got the same?
Let's see, what is it? It doesn't apply twice, so hand me one and then draw another. There are several duplicates to ensure, like, chance.
I'm terrified.
Okay, what did you get?
I got Sacred Mount and Adrenaline Rush.
Okay.
Sacred or scared?
Oh, scared.
Okay, so
Your A and
That's
your
one
C's
blessed
are the
horse.
same.
Terry's-
my handwriting.
Your
Terry's
A's and your
scared.
yeah.
My
Terry is scared.
yeah.
Fear and adrenaline, great. Scared Mount and Adrenaline Rush.
Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and yeah. So read the back of them. So Scared Mount does.
Scared Mount. Any actions requiring a roll are made at disadvantage this turn.
Okay.
Adrenaline Rush. Take 1 extra action this turn, can be held, but must be used before the end of current round.
Yeah. So at this point, right? So your horse like steps on a stick or something happens. We'll go ahead and say that it steps on like a stick and it cracks real loud. It's nice, one of the nice dry ones that gives it a loud. Yeah. Whenever you break it, and so that startles your horse. So anything you do that requires a roll on this turn, not this round, but this turn, is going to be made at disadvantage, and then the action one. Yeah.
Okay. I am going to use my full movement speed.
Okay.
So I'm going to move 60 feet.
Okay.
And then I am going to... Can I cast Suggestion on a horse?
What is the word?
Yeah, I think you have,
Yeah, let me
it has to be able to understand you, doesn't it?
It's only got a range of 30 feet.
True. Yeah, a lot of what I need to be able to do, I have to be within a certain range. So with my Adrenaline Rush, can I also move another 60 feet?
Yeah, you can add any extra action. Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to move an additional, I'm going to use my Adrenaline Rush and move an additional 60 feet. So I am now 120 feet versus their 200. So I'm about,
You're about 80 feet away.
yeah, I'm about 80 feet away from the
Okay.
horse. And that is going to end my turn because I'm not close enough to do anything else.
Whose turn is it next?
It's
my turn is-
mine.
oh.
Okay, so
It's hope, bright
wait.
shadow.
Nar, Ruinel, you got a dirty 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Ruinel's turn next.
Okay.
All right. Just go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, I didn't watch the squirrel change. I just saw it like I just saw that there whatever the rodent. So there was once a rodent, and now there's a horse that we're chasing.
All right, have you moved into the forest at this point, or are you still using your full movement this round to advance 60 feet?
Oh, yeah. I'm moving to the forest.
Okay, yeah. So yes, you would now see the horse.
Okay. So my cards read difficult terrain, and cool breeze.
So difficult terrains don't stack.
Okay.
If you would like to redraw, you can for difficult terrain.
Scared mount.
Scared
Okay.
now? Okay, cool.
So. Okay. Cool breeze. So your movement gets an extra 15 foot of movement this round, or your mount gets an extra 15 feet of movement this round.
Okay.
Do I have to use all these cards at once, or not? Or are all these cards happening
if
at
there's
once?
one that says that you can hold, right? So like, there's one that says that you can use an extra action during the round.
Mm-hmm.
That one you can hold for the round, but any of the other ones need to be used. Like,
So it says. So I've got cool breeze, which is the extra 15 feet of movement on this round. Difficult terrain, which is your movement speed is now halved for this current turn. And then scared mount, any actions requiring a roll are made at a disadvantage this turn.
okay, so you have 15 feet, then halved.
So about running up or running down?
Well, it'll be the exact number. So let's see.
About 37 and a half, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say rounding down. So 37.
Okay.
So you have 37 feet of movement.
Okay. So do I cross into the forest then, or?
Yeah, you can still make it into the forest.
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you want me to roll? Okay. So do I know how? Do I know how far we are from the cliffside?
You know that you'll see it when it's coming,
Mhm.
and you're nowhere near it.
Okay, I was gonna say,
You're
so
several
will I have to
feet away.
roll perception for that? But,
No, you would
Okay.
know.
Okay. Can I roll investigation on the horse to see it? Because do I see that it still has the box?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know that he knows it has a box.
Oh.
You know that it has something because you would yell beef, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know it has a box.
So do you?
'Cause you
So
saw it, yes.
do you want to? So can I roll investigation to
Yeah,
see
you can
what
go
it
and roll
is?
investigation
Okay.
to see if you can tell anything about them.
Okay. So yeah, 16 plus investigation, so 17.
Okay.
Or plus 1. So
Yeah, so you can see that it's carrying a box, except now it's not in a rat's mouth. So
Yeah,
you
it's in
can
a
see-
horse's
you
mouth.
Can see you can see because if you're riding, right, you can see just a slight outline of some box, right?
Mhm.
Probably about I don't know, what is that? A
Half foot
6
or so,
cubic
yeah.
foot, box.
Mhm.
You can't really tell much about it from where you are. It's not that you're not trying, and a 17 is a really good roll.
Right.
However, you're just not close enough to be able to tell much more about that, other than the fact that it's a box.
Right. I don't really know what else I can do.
I mean, you could dash if you wanted to.
Okay, I can. So I can dash because I thought.
Did you get an extra turn or an extra action?
Did I?
Your cards.
Oh no, it's just movement speed is halved. Any actions requiring a roll are made at disadvantage for this turn. Oh.
So
Rewind. Setting it straight. Yes, you can dash. It costs your action, but you can use the dash.
So then the horse that I'm currently riding right now.
Yes.
If I were to use the dash action, it would take my action.
Your action.
Okay,
but then
but
the
it's still the
horse
horse
would
not
gain
doing it.
an additional 60 feet.
Correct. Yeah, we're not using action economy for the horses.
So then would you like to? Would you have liked to dash on your turn?
She did.
No, she used that additional action.
I used my. Yeah, because that technically would have given me
Oh,
more.
well, that means you still have an action if you'd like to use it later in initiative, or if you want to use it now, that's fine. We can go back and add it.
I'll just keep it.
Okay.
I'll just keep it because everybody else is already doing other things.
Okay.
So I'll just use it. I'll use it at the top of my next turn.
So do I have to re-roll for
It was
that?
like dash.
Yeah.
Dash will put me within 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
5. Are you kidding me?
You don't what? There's a box.
Oh, what's a box?
What's a box? No, I'll give it to you. You can see the horse, can't see the box.
All right then.
There's a
But you're like, wow, there's a horse. So like, you're
It
still,
literally appeared out of nowhere.
yeah, it's a little sketchy that there's just a
Yeah.
horse running through the forest.
Okay. And then can I dash then?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, you still have an action, right? Yes. You would like would you like to dash?
Yes.
Okay.
So that brings your movement speed back up to 75, right?
Do I have to roll for dash or?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Go for dash. Yes, correct. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay, cool.
I need 1 card, please.
Yeah, hold them and then cover the top. Passing cards around the table.
And I got difficult terrain.
Okay.
Your movement speed is now halved for this current turn.
Okay, yeah. So you're at 30 currently.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 15 feet of movement speed.
Seeing the rat turn into a horse catches me a little off guard, and so
Okay.
I stumble.
Okay.
I look back and I want to see how close Harry the horse is to me.
Harry the horse would probably be within 30 feet of you and advancing. I'm not going to give him an initiative order.
Fair enough.
But, like, yeah, he's close.
Okay, well, getting on to he's catching up to me, and obviously I'm slowing down.
Yeah.
Jumping on him would be my action because I'm not afraid of crushing the rat anymore.
I'll give it to you as a bonus action.
Okay, so I want to jump on the horse,
Okay.
and then how close am I to the new horse?
So that will increase your movement speed is halved, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say that your movement speed is now 30.
Uh-huh.
How close are you to
The magical horse. Black Betty. Bam, lamb.
That's getting cut.
For copyright reasons, our lawyers have advised us to.
For copyright reasons, Chelsea has now been sacked
Dun, dun, dun.
by our lawyers.
Let's see. Yes. Okay. So, Hope, you're about 80 feet away now, after using, your full movement for this turn.
I tripped, and it made me farther away. So the horse catches up to me. I jump onto the horse. Do I need a roll to get on the horse?
No, we'll just give it to you as well.
Okay, so I get on the horse and use my dash action to catch up because there's nothing I can do from this far away.
Okay. So you want to go another 30. Correct.
Yes, that would be 60, right, if I use the dash action on the horse?
60 in total.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now I'm 20.
You'll now be 20 feet away. From
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Hey, horse! I know you're a druid. Give me my stuff back.
Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Mom. Mom says my turn on the Xbox.
Get out of my room. I'm playing Minecraft.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else you would like to do? Well, I guess that's really all you can do.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Okay. Yeah, because you used your action, bonus action, and movement.
I have a light crossbow, but I don't have
yeah,
an action.
You don't have an action. Okay. Yes. Now your turn.
Yes, I would like to draw.
He's drawing his cards.
Do I need to roll animal handling for to yell at the horse?
Okay.
Duplicates or no?
No, I drew the card Trevalanche, and then the other card Difficult Terrain.
Oh,
This does not sound good.
Oh.
So-
No.
Trevalanche, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, so tree fell?
But don't worry, I'm proficient in that.
Or are you?
But is your horse?
Is
Barry got this.
Is Barry as good as you train as you think he is?
Oh wait, why did I roll 2? Oh yeah. Anyway,
Disadvantage.
why would it be disadvantage?
Did it just say?
No, dexterity.
Oh,
saving throw.
Dex. Sorry.
But I got a 18.
Okay.
I rolled a 14, and then I have a +4 to my dexterity saving throws.
What was the other dice? What was the other 20?
It was a 6.
Yeah, no. Reroll.
Okay.
Because you rolled one. You gave yourself advantage on accident.
It was an accident, I promise.
Roll a single d20.
Okay.
No.
It was I rolled a 2 plus 4 equals 6.
And he falls off the horse.
Yeah, so you're now like So like a tree falls. Barry, right?
Yes.
You ready, Barry? Barry goes over it, like front flip, right? Because his legs hit it. Because like he's
got
running, tree falls, legs hit, over, right?
He's got Roach's
golly.
physics from Witcher 3.
Yeah. Both of you are now prone.
Oh gosh, and my movement speed is halved for this turn, so
Yeah, you just
It
ate
is
it.
easy.
Yes.
I have to use half my movement to get up.
So we'll say full movement because it's already halved.
You just
Yeah.
ate it.
So
dude.
you want to get back up, and then you'll need to roll animal handling to see if Barry is like vibing or not.
Yes.
Do a
Hold on.
vibe check on Barry.
I'm gonna roll this dice. All right. I got a 12. For animal handling, I rolled an 11, and then I have a +1 to animal handling.
Okay, cool. We'll count that. It's better than a 10. I'll take it. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can get Barry up.
So I get Barry up.
Yeah. And did you use a bonus action?
I did not use a bonus
Okay, if
action.
you would like to get back on Barry, you can use your bonus action to do that.
Barry is all good and okay and everything like that?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, so I would like to then use my bonus action to get back on Barry.
Okay, cool.
Barry would have only been in trouble if he rolled a 1, because then he would have broken a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And that is historically not good for horses.
Yeah.
No, it's
not at all.
fine. Barry's a strong boy. I believe Aster has one more action she's allowed on this round. If she would like to use it.
Yeah, she was gonna use dash to get within 20 feet.
Okay, so you and my number scaling is so bad on this little map that I've made for myself. Yeah, so you and Hope are now like neck and neck, 20 feet away. So now, why don't you all go ahead and roll me a perception check?
You get a 1.
That is a 7.
Okay.
Natural 7 plus 1. So
10 plus 1, 11.
got an 8.
I got a 9.
12.
Did none of us perceive?
We didn't see anything.
Okay, cool. This
You
is
don't
gonna-
see anything.
Do you want to give us another
Let's move along.
another try?
So,
Nope.
Just
no.
every-
Rules of the
I-
game.
it-
We saw nothing.
I have a feeling that this animal changes forms every round, and we didn't see
This is gonna be-
anything.
I'm like, if we're
Are we-
within 20 feet.
Are we dealing with eldritch horrors beyond our imagining?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
So
Oh, God.
the two of you were 100 and
20 feet.
Sorry. The two of you were within 20 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you're now 140 feet away because he's going to use his dash action to go ahead and keep proceeding. So we'll go ahead and go back to the top of initiative. So everyone now will get to roll. I guess it's with disadvantage technically, but it's advantage for you because you get to draw less cards. So you'll roll your 1d6 to get a 1d3 number, right? So roll 1d3. Take
One.
the lowest number.
One.
It's set. It's
I got a
set
6.
I got a 1.
for Irit.
Why except for
I
Irid?
got 3.
Because he and his horse are like still struggling a bit. Right? So, like, you've all had time to get a little bit better familiar with your mounts and stuff. Irit has just like face planted in the dirt. So like he's not getting any advantages from spending more time with Barry. Okay.
We
I
are
rub his
riding
tummy a little
bareback. I got a 3 divided by 2 is 1.5. Is that 1? Or-
Yeah, you'll just get one.
I have a 1.
Here it rubs Barry's tummy a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so Aster, it is now your turn.
I'm going to use 60 feet of movement. Plus,
Don't you want to
I do. Adrenaline rush. Again, huzzah. Take 1 extra action this turn. Can be held but must be used before the end of the current round. Okay, so math and making sure I don't do things I'm not supposed to. Okay, so I'm gonna use my entire movement, which is 60. So 60. And then I am going to basically double dash. Because I'm going to action dash with my normal action, and then I'm going to, with my extra action, I'm going to dash again.
Wow, okay. Good move. I like it. Okay.
Thank you.
So you're gonna go
So I am
180 feet.
Yes.
Oh my
God.
So now are you
I
in front
am
of the
with
horse?
The horse.
So
the
movement
horse
speed.
and I are right next to each other. Can I? So it's not necessarily an attack, but if I'm going to be able to travel, technically, in front of it, I would like to literally just take Terry. So here's the horse, the alleged druid horse.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come up, I'm just going to say on the right. So I'm going to come up on the right of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take Terry and I'm going to just grab a fistful of mane and try to make him turn directly in front of it. Like I'm trying to stop this horse by basically T-boning it.
Interesting. Okay.
Because most of the time, if you do that, like you can properly, at
Yeah.
least make some sort of stoppage.
Okay. Yes. So 40 feet. Yeah, we'll say that you can get in front of him.
And then, yeah, because I'm pretty sure trying to like use a rope or anything would be another action. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Next would be Ruinel.
All right. I'm going to. Oh wait, I need to draw my card.
Yeah. I mean.
Heart of the cards.
I think it was one.
Yeah, I just got one.
Okay.
Hand it over. Difficult terrain. Difficult terrain. Are you kidding me? I was gonna move.
Oh,
Okay.
no, friend.
Oh, you still can.
Okay, I'm going to move towards the horse, and then so dashing is an action, right? Okay. I'm going to try it again at investigating.
So wait, hold on. So you're moving?
Yes, or is that the action itself?
No. Are you moving or are you dashing?
I'm going to move, just straight move.
So you're doing another 37 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how it is. Okay.
Okay. Yes. And what are you gonna try to do?
I'm going to investigate the horse again.
Okay. Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right.
This horse is definitely a horse.
Are you kidding me? I got a 6. Plus 1 is a 7.
Yeah, it's a horse. Hey, the horse is also it's a black stallion.
Yeah.
So it's a really pretty horse too.
That is pretty
Yeah.
baller, though. I will
yeah,
say.
it's pretty baller.
That's a pretty
it's
baller
cool-
horse.
It's a cool horse.
Now I want this horse.
Yeah.
All right.
That's about. Is that your turn? You have any bonus actions?
I was gonna say, can I dash? But I'm guessing that's the action itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Then no, it's fine.
Okay, cool. What's your dexterity modifier, Hope?
Mine? Oh,
Is your name Hope?
I thought you said Adam.
I'm just messing with you.
+2.
Okay, roll off d20, you and me. 3, 2, 1.
I have an 8 + 2, 10.
Okay, I got a 6. So you get to go.
Oh, okay. There's not much I can do except take a double run because I'm too far away. It's kind of running away from me, so it's kind of hard to intimidate it. make a prayer. If I pray, that's just a bonus action, right?
Yeah, we'll count it as a bonus action, yeah.
So I want to use my speed to. Well, I need a card first.
Yes.
Tree avalanche. Tree theft. Make a
Okay,
dexterity.
Both
saving.
options were bad.
You're on Larry, right?
Harry.
You're on Harry?
Harry.
But I don't know it's Harry.
I know it's Harry.
You're the only one that knows the name of these horses.
Dexterity is +2. 14. I did not make it.
No. Sorry, I just realized this is a podcast. I can't just shake my head sadly. Okay, yeah. So same thing happens to you that happened to Irit is a tree falls down right in front of you. So you can use your movement speed.
Now I have to use my movement to get up.
Yeah, it's half your movement.
Or is the fall even worse because I used my movement first? I was going super fast.
This would have this probably should have happened at the start of your turn. So we'll say this is before you moved. So you'll have to use half your movement to get up. What is make an animal handling check?
10.
10. Yeah, we'll say I think I gave 10 was the DC for Irit earlier. Yeah, so you can get Which one? Harry? You can get
Yeah.
Harry back up.
Get Harry back up.
And you can get back on Harry, and you have half of your movement.
Okay, well, I can only move 15, or 30.
30, yeah. So
30.
you want to move another 30?
Yeah,
Okay.
just to get closer to the horse. And then I say, gods, if you're listening, help me get to this horse.
Okay. Make a religion check.
It's a -1. I got a 3.
Yeah. Nothing happens. Nothing she can notice, at least.
Maybe it's because I called it a horse and it's a druid.
Chelsea, you can actually cast Grasping Vine before your turn is over.
Because it's a...
It's not going to count
It's
as...
a bonus action.
Yeah, it won't count as any of your stuff that you've already done. Yeah. You can go ahead.
So I'm going to cast it the maximum in front of me. That's 30 feet.
Yeah, 30 feet.
So I'm going to cast it 30 feet in front of me and so
Okay.
that I can pull myself closer to the horse.
Okay, so...
And I'm going, the gods must be really listening.
Okay, yeah, so you successfully pull yourself...
I
let's see.
was in doubt, but now I'm not.
Must succeed on dexterity saving throw or be pulled. Yeah, you can just choose to fail that save.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm so surprised that I fail.
So you get pulled forward, and you're still a little bit behind, probably about 30 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still pretty close.
To the horse.
Yes, to the horse.
I'm 30 feet from the horse now.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Wait, no. I hope you're now 70 feet behind both the horse and
Yeah.
Aster. So next in initiative is me.
Really?
Where Aster is.
I'm right on top of you, in front of you.
Oh, God.
Friends, we've had some things enter initiative. So at Aster, let's see, 12. What's your AC?
13.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to take 5 plus 2, 7. So you're going to take 7 necrotic damage, and you're going to reduce your strength score by 1d4. My friend, you have been hit by a strength drain attack from a shadow.
What? Oh. Uh-oh. Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
It's just temporary. After a short rest or long rest, you'll be back up. Now, I will say, if any of your strength scores get reduced to 0, that does imply that you're dead.
1.
Okay,
Literally,
good,
it's minus
good.
1.
So what are we at now?
Minus 2 strength.
What's your not?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Not my mod. That's just 7.
7. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that is going to be its turn. Actually, it's going to hide, so it can use stealth as a bonus action. So now next, so that was a second one is going to go for Hope because I believe she is the next closest.
70 feet, yeah.
And what's your AC?
18?
Okay. Oh no, he does have a plus 2. Yeah. Okay, barely, but it does. It got a natural 17 plus 4 to hit.
Ouch.
So 9 necrotic damage, and reduce your strength score by 1d4.
2.
Okay.
So I'm at 6.
Yes, correct. And one more that is going to go ahead and also go for Aster.
They're just getting bullied.
Does a 22 hit?
What?
Aster is shaking her head yes.
And that is 1. Okay, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 necrotic damage. Not as bad as that first time.
Y'all getting bullied over there.
And then, oh, don't worry.
Oh no.
And then 1d4.
1.
Okay, not bad. So, Irrit, Hardstar, it is now your turn.
Would Irid have seen kind of any of that going down?
Okay, so you're not even in the forest yet because you fell Or I guess you are in the forest.
'Cause you
but,
ate it.
I'm at the
no.
very edge of the forest.
Yeah,
aren't
you like tripped. You're like a tree
'Cause you
fell
ate it
right as you
earlier.
like walked into the forest. so yeah, I guess you could. It'd be kind of hard. What's your dark vision range?
60.
No, probably
Okay.
not. It'd probably be hard. Like you could probably see that something's happening, but not too much.
All right. So, what? How far away is all of this going on at the moment? I imagine pretty far.
Currently, from where you are, 260 feet away.
Good googly moogly. Okay. I mean, I would like to use Barry and go as 120 feet using the dash action.
Did you pull cards this turn?
No, because I was getting back on Barry, you told me not to.
No, I told you didn't get the disadvantage.
Oh, I rolled a 6 whenever I rolled.
So 3.
Yes.
He's drawing his cards. 2, 3.
Okay.
Difficult terrain.
So, scared mount. Any actions requiring a roll are made at disadvantage. Difficult terrain. Your movement speed is now halved for this current turn. And cool breeze. Your mount gets an extra 15 foot of movement this round.
Okay, so 60. So you're at 30, and then an extra 15, 45 feet of movement, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
12.5.
and then you're at disadvantage if you need anything. If you have to roll.
I would like to dash action to turn that
No,
45
2.5.
into
90.
90, yes. So that means I am 170 feet away from them, I
Yeah,
believe.
you were 260, so yeah. Sweet. So yeah, you're getting there.
Yep.
Slowly but
So
surely.
these are the turn, and then I
Go,
will
it's fine.
hold on to the this round card.
Okay.
Cool breeze.
Well,
Cool breeze.
this is the end of the round.
I will give this back then.
Okay, so now this next round of initiative, no one has to pull cards. You've had enough time with your mounts. They're comfortable with you. You're feeling a little bit better about
Thank you.
about being able to control them.
Thank God.
Go through the forest. Okay, so back to the top of initiative. That means it is the horse's turn. And another 120 feet go by. And let's see.
How close are we to the edge of this cliff?
You've got about another. Well, it depends on where you are. Your target at the end of its turn will be about 100 feet away. Okay, so it's still roadblocked a little bit. Dexterity check. That is a 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay. So he gets around you,
I get an opportunity attack.
and you get an opportunity attack. So.
Yes, I am going to. I hate to do this as in principle as an actual human being. I'm gonna take my I'm gonna take my rapier and I'm going to try to make a slash at one of its legs.
Okay.
That is 23.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you had to beat a 16.
Okay. Okay, so that's 1d8 plus 2. 7, 8. That's 9 points of slashing or piercing damage.
Okay.
Yes. Take that, you crafty little thing.
Okay. So it's going to, I guess, keep running. What would?
I was directly going for one of the legs, so.
Okay. We'll say that he just won't dash this turn. Yeah, so he's just going to move. So he takes that attack of opportunity for 9. You said slashing damage?
Piercing.
Piercing.
I hit it with a pointy stick.
Good.
I poked it really hard.
I hit it with the pointy end.
You gave it some like really rough acupuncture.
Your nerve should be right here.
Just
Oh,
goes
sorry.
through the nerve. Yeah.
I went a little too deep.
Okay.
As me as an individual, as Bryleigh, I love horses, so like saying that pains me so much. I am a horse person.
Don't
It'll
worry,
be
it's
alright.
not a horse.
I know it's not real, guys.
It's an evil person.
All you know is that I'm yelling that it's a thief druid.
Yeah. And there was a rat, and now there's a horse.
Next up in initiative will be Ruinel.
I thought it was me.
Just kidding. Yeah, no, sorry. You just went because you got
Yeah.
an attack of opportunity. I was confused. Yes.
Um,
Back to the top of initiative.
How many feet away is he from me now?
Let's see. You went right in front of him.
Yes.
He was able to, like, juke you out, but then you stabbed him, so he got 60 feet away from you.
He's 60 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to use my full movement, which is 60 feet,
Yep.
to stay up with him,
Okay.
or her, or them, whatever.
Stay with the horsey.
With the horse.
Nay.
And then I am going to cast Suggestion
Okay.
at 2nd level. And I am going to say in common. So Aster is going to run right up with this mystery horse.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to cast Suggestion
Mm-hmm.
at 2nd level and say, "You will stand on the place you are, unmoving."
And then that's I have to make a save for that,
It's a
correct?
whiz.
How's the storm looking? Because there was all like
We're in
bad
trees.
lightning.
So yeah,
Friends?
you're in the trees. So like it's raining still, but there's not like a whole lot of like you're not experiencing any of the like lightning and stuff as much, or I don't know how you know what I
I mean,
mean?
we are surrounded by a bunch of trees.
Yeah, so like you're protected a little bit from like the foliage cover. It's a 14, so that beats the 13. Okay, was that your full action or was that a bonus action? Is Suggestion a bonus action?
No, Suggestion
It's
was
an
my
action.
action.
Okay, yeah.
And then,
You used your movement, right?
yes, movement, action. I'm going to let it ride.
Okay. And so next in initiative is Brunel, what's your dex again?
+1.
Okay.
Or 13.
So another shadow is going to attack Ruinel.
Alright.
So I think this is your first time having an encounter with the shadow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does a 14 hit? What's your AC?
AC, it is 14.
Okay, so that means it hits.
Mhm.
6, 9 plus 2, 11. So 11 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then roll a d4. 4. Okay.
Roll a 4.
So you have to take 4 from your strength score.
So 9. I'm at 9 now.
Okay.
I have 13. I have 13
Okay.
strength.
So yeah, so you're at 9. Yeah. Which means you're now at -1 for strength checks.
But you still get your proficiency bonus.
Yes. Okay. So now it's my turn. So now I go.
Yes, yeah, now it's your turn.
I'm going to dash after the horse.
Okay.
Or not dash, not dash. Move. I'm sorry. Move,
Okay, so you
move
want to
towards
use your
the
full
horse.
60.
Yeah, my full 60 towards the horse. I would like, if I can, to strike it back.
Okay.
I'll attack the shadow with one of my short swords.
Okay.
Using dex.
Okay, cool.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, so 18, and then plus 1 dex, 19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so
now
now-
you need to roll for damage.
So I got a 5, so then I'd be attacking with a 6. Then, right?
Okay.
Okay.
So 6 damage and okay, and is it piercing?
It is piercing, yes.
Piercing. Okay, so do you have any bonus actions or anything else that you'd like to do?
I'm checking with action surge real quick. You can push yourself beyond your normal limits for a moment. On your turn, you can take 1 additional action. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to roll to attack it again. 14 plus 1, 15.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Roll. Oh wait, and plus 3, 18. Okay.
Yeah, it still hits.
Yeah. Just, yeah. 5 plus 1, so 6.
6. Okay, cool. You just stab him and just dissipates.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know if he's like dead or not, or if he just like went somewhere else.
At least driven it off.
Yeah, you've driven it off for now.
Okay.
Do you want to use your movement or no?
Could I have or? would that happen? And,
Yeah.
Oh, and then yes, I would like to move.
Okay, full 60.
Yeah, full
Perfect.
60. Towards the horse.
The shadows that attacked Aster last turn are going to move up to get next to the horse that you're chasing. Here, I believe it is now your turn. No. You're the 19 I have. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm assuming that it's still 70 feet for me because we're all moving together.
Yeah.
I'm fed up and I really want this box. So I took out my crossbow and I'm going to try to shoot it with a crossbow.
Okay.
For those listening, Bryleigh's face is like one of complete shock.
Oh my.
Okay.
Something has really come over me in like the last however long this chase has been going on.
At least 3 hours.
Something has changed.
Has
within
changed
her.
within you?
Something has
Something
changed.
is not the same.
Yes.
Are you
wicked has gone
through
inside.
with playing by the rules of someone
snapped.
else's game?
I totally whiffed that. I got a 9.
Do you have any pluses?
I rolled a 5.
Oh, that is
plus
your-
4 to hit. This is
Okay,
a 9.
yeah. Okay. I was making sure you had your plus 8. Yeah. Yeah, no, you completely whiff.
Yeah. Yes, at least it wasn't a 1,
hit
then
a
I
tree
wouldn't hit
somewhere.
Bryleigh.
Yeah, if it was a 1, then you,
I would've hit Aster.
Yeah.
Not that we're friends or
Problems,
anything, because we're
friend.
not. There's nothing else I can do.
Okay. And so we are back up to the top of initiative, I believe.
No, we are not.
No, we're not. Ah, see, I tried to give you a
keep
turn, and then
forgetting
you,
him.
well, then you denied. You denied
I was trying
because
to
I
be
forgot
fair
someone
about
else's
this.
turn. Anyways, okay, yeah. Okay.
So, question. So, as a monk, I get the step of the wind. Can I use that on the horse? I assume not.
Read me step of the wind.
You can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on your turn. Your jump distance is doubled for the turn.
I don't see any reason why I can't let you do that.
All right. So Barry is going to go his 60 feet. He is then going to dash, giving him another 60 feet.
120.
120. And then I'm going to use one of my key points to give him another 60 feet. 180 feet.
Are you caught up with us now?
I believe so, yeah. With 10 feet to spare.
Out of nowhere.
So hold on. Hold on. Let's go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
just looked down at Terry and go, I thought you were supposed to be the best one.
Okay, so let's recap. Each round of combat or initiative is 6 seconds. So in 18 seconds, Irrit has fallen over with his horse, gotten back on his horse, sprinted from the edge of the forest to the other side in one turn.
It was because Irrit rubbed Barry's tummy. He gave him the key that he needed.
He gave him the good boy bonus.
Oh, you're such a good boy.
And so, how close am I to the horse now?
Hold on, let me do the math. Okay, so you're about 15 feet from Hope.
You felt like a little presence of wind just whenever me and Barry flew by.
It's
like-
just like, butter.
He just goes,
Meow. Meow. What was that?
So I just want you to know that you fell over, and then now you're going 20 miles an hour.
Dude, your body's going through so many G-forces. How are you alive?
the visual of what his face has to look like right now while this is happening is actually very entertaining.
No, wait. It's the scene in Transformers 1 when they're flying through the air. And the icon rays.
Yeah. I think everyone but Ruinel at this point is going to be able to pretty easily see what happens next. But the horse grows wings and begins to fly. You're reaching like the edge of the cliff. You're almost there. Aster, you would not know that. Because you're not from the area. Everyone
No,
else.
but he's also technically leaving my range now.
This is true.
You're not gonna try vicious mocking the horse.
And you know what? He's gonna dash, but he'll be going like at an angle, right? Because he's like taking
All
off.
right,
Still
all
in
right,
the
then,
trees,
all right, then,
though?
here, let me.
So
let me,
hold on. I'm gonna do the math.
No, at what angle? I
We're gonna say he's just gonna do like. We're gonna do the was it Pythagoras theorem or whatever?
it's 45. If it's 45 degrees, he's going like what is it?
A squared plus b squared equals c
No.
squared. My God.
So
Is he also still in the trees?
we have a how? Yeah, but what's his distance? That's you need
180 feet at an angle.
180 feet at an
angle.
angle, so 180 feet. So, so let's see, cosine 45 degrees.
Why? Just do Pythagorean theorem.
Oh,
A squared plus b squared equals
Equals
c
c
squared.
squared.
what's 100? Wait, what?
He's
So-
flying 180 degrees up at an angle.
Yes.
Or 180 feet up at an angle.
Yes.
So then, to find out how far you are behind, you would just need a squared.
That's not how that works.
Why isn't it?
Because you still need to figure out what your A and your B are.
The same number.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
If they're at, if it's
if
at a 45 degree
It's at
angle.
45. That's very true. That is actually true. Yeah, but here's the thing. Let's see.
Actually,
Wait, hold on. Yeah, but you're. Let's see, it's what's gonna be. Shut up. To those at home, I swear I can do math. I just need actual paper in front of me to do it.
Our DM just handed him a piece of paper.
Whenever we start doing sine and cosine, I think we're a little too deep into the D&D.
Oh wait, I'm doing it in radians. Dang it!
You have to do it in degrees.
Yes, I know. Okay. Okay, we are in degrees now. Okay. So cosine 45.
12 years later.
So he's going about 100. He's about 127 feet
So-
away, like x and y coordinates off of the ground.
So, in case anyone has been keeping up with the super mathematical game of D&D we've been playing, 127.3 feet forward and 127.3 feet up from where he was, and 180 feet at a 45 degree angle from
Yeah.
where he was. So now it is
Start to the flex on y'all.
Zaster's turn.
I am going to. I would like to bonus action.
Okay.
So with my College of the Oracle,
Yeah.
Visions of Descent.
Let me pull it up.
which is you can use your illusions to enhance your speeches and manipulate the minds of those who listen as a bonus action when casting a spell that involves speech or an auditory component, such as suggestion, which I am in fact going to attempt again.
Okay.
You can weave in a visual illusion. This illusion can be up to 10 feet in any dimension and appear within 30 feet of you. It has to complement the speech, but it's like abstracted concepts. So, like chains with oppression, flames, things like that. It requires a saving throw, and then I can impose disadvantage on one creature's save if they can see the illusion. And it is going to come right in front of them. I'm going to say, land and drop the box.
Okay. So what is it I have to make?
Wiz 13,
13.
I believe, yeah.
That is a natural 14.
That's all I got, friends.
Didn't it? Hold on. What was the? It's disadvantage, right? Did you use something that you said something about disadvantage a few minutes ago?
Divisions of of descent.
Are you gonna do that?
Yes.
Okay. So I
Okay.
need to roll again. It's another 14.
All right, it's on y'all. I've done everything I can possibly do. It's y'all's turn. That's all I've got, literally.
Okay,
To
so
even try.
next initiative would be
Right now.
Bruno. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm still all the way in the back of the pack.
You're catching up.
As far as I can tell, there's really nothing to do but run.
If you like just did a full movement this turn, like dash and everything, you would be up with the rest of the pack.
Are we with
And
the pack at the cliffside, or?
yeah, or like get you almost to the cliffside, because they're not there yet, not quite. You would be able to, like, there's those two shadows that were up there that are like running with y'all, or like right in front of y'all. You could do something there,
Okay.
but it would just be next turn.
What?
It would just be next turn.
Then movement up.
No.
Oh.
Like, you can move up this turn. Is
Okay,
my point.
then I move up this turn.
Okay, 120. You're you dashing?
Oh. So if I use my dash, then I'll be caught up with everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that, and then yeah, I'll just do the movement and dash.
Okay. Next up in initiative is the two shadows. They're just gonna keep moving with the pack, so their position relative to everyone else doesn't change. Next would be
Hope.
Hope.
I've lived here for a while, so I know the cliff is coming up, and the moment I see it start to take off, I bring Harry, the horse, to a complete stop so that everything is stable and still, and then I take aim at the wing and fire with the crossbow.
Okay, what's your range on your crossbow?
It says 80 to 320.
Yeah. Okay.
And I assume that
Yeah,
the
you're still-
farther away it is, there's disadvantage.
Is it disadvantage over 300? Okay, yeah. So go ahead.
Am I shooting at disadvantage?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay, I'm gonna turn that on, and then.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, you're still at disadvantage.
The first one is a 17 plus 4 is 21.
Okay. It's a good roll.
That's a 7.
Yeah, no, that doesn't
I
hit.
completely whiffed that again.
Yeah, so you like, you pull back your crossbow and then you fire a bolt and it like sails pretty good, but it just like barely misses. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm pretty mad.
So next up in the initiative will be Irit.
Yes.
Brother.
Is a prayer? Are we considering prayers bonus actions?
Yeah, I'll allow it as a bonus action.
Maybe don't cast as a not cast as a spell, not make a prayer, just like mumble under my breath. I thought you were on my side.
Okay. Yeah, roll a religion check.
A -1 is a 7.
Yeah, no, nothing happens.
They're all totally listening to me today.
Yeah.
There's a reason that they disappeared.
They're just snoozing.
Okay, so there's it is what 100 and or no 200 and what 220 240 away from us now, or from me, because I was already 60 feet away from it.
Roughly, yeah, 127
Alright,
plus.
so there's no possible way we're catching this thing.
Dude, I don't know. You reminded me that you could like triple dash in one turn, so I don't know if you've got some sort of flying thing or something.
No, the max that I can do is 180 in one turn. So I would like to use my Dragonic punches
Okay.
and punch those shadows.
Okay.
So I'm going to use fire as my element
Okay.
of choice. Be 13 plus 5 and 18.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action unarmed strike with the Draconic punch again.
Okay.
Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay. That is my action. That is my turn.
Okay. The horse Pegasus now, I guess technically, if we're getting technical with it, is now in the air over the cliff to the west. So to the west, you can see there's like the coast, obviously, that we were talking about earlier. So there's all like the ships and things. There's one just like huge ship just like hanging out in the harbor. But then, like, off in the distance, there's a bunch of these, like, floating islands, which you would know as the Isles of Exile. And he's flying in that direction. So I guess you could say, if you care to find him, you could look towards the western sky.
A high five just occurred.
As soon as you said, I was like, I know where this is going.
See, what's funny about this is this has been written in
If you
here.
care to find
Nope,
me,
nope. Copyright. Don't do it.
Look to the western sky.
But like I was going through my notes and like I looked at the map, seeing where I'd laid everything out, and I was telling my wife yesterday that I was like so excited to make that joke. Anyways, yeah, Wicked really is gonna date this.
Irit just like whistled, and all of the horses stopped. Then he shooed you off of Terry and got on Terry.
He claims Terry for himself.
Get off of Terry.
And you are.
His keeper.
Last time I checked, you weren't doing anything with him.
There were people running, chasing after a thief. I had to go help.
Not my problem. You're going to have to take me off of this horse.
I can do that.
Go right ahead. You can drive.
You see a blue aura appear around
What?
around
Are you
Irit
going Super Saiyan?
No, I know what he's doing.
No.
as he calls out, "Magnitude 2."
So, for those of you that haven't figured it out, our campaign does have a lot of homebrew things in it, and Mitchell, do you want to go ahead and explain Irit's magnitude ability just a little bit?
So Irit has the ability to temporarily increase his strength and dexterity, as well as gain additional damage the further into the magnitude levels he goes into.
Yeah.
So magical steroids.
Yes.
It also like hurts him though the longer he does it.
Yes.
And the harder
So
he does it.
magical steroids.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be an invisible thing, though, and so she wouldn't necessarily be intimidated.
It's got an aura.
The blue aura.
Oh, okay.
And
got
then
some-
like
yeah.
you know how I had mentioned in the last episode that like his clothes are a little
Yeah.
loose.
This is your thing.
Yes, they then the clothes are noticeably tighter. Can I roll to intimidate?
Yes, you can roll to intimidate.
So I rolled an 8. However,
She is giggling at you,
Hold
friend.
Well, he may have a bonus or something.
I do. I if I fail a intimidation or persuasion check, I can use my reaction to reroll this.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to use this dice. I got a 9 instead of a
Hey, one higher. It's okay. One higher.
Can I try and stop them from killing each other?
You can,
But-
but I don't think they've progressed enough for that to be the.
Okay.
Darling, is that supposed to make me feel some type of way?
Then Irit would proceed to attempt to push her off of the horse.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check, and then you can make either a strength check opposing or a dexterity check to either resist or move out of the way.
Athletics or just like a straight strength?
Use straight strength, I think.
Alrighty. 16.
Oh yeah, no, I failed that one.
Okay. So,
Let's get
Irit, what
shoved
are you gonna do to get her off the horse? Are you gonna like push her off?
Yes.
Or, okay.
So
Am I allowed to slice a dagger at him?
I would say what was your roll?
5.
No, if it was if it was close,
7.
maybe.
It's a 7.
If it was close, maybe. But I think he got a 16.
then he hops onto Terry and goes out of magnitude.
Okay. Yeah. Runel, why don't you roll like an insight check
All right.
just to see if you notice that
D20.
like this is the person who was like vandalizing
All right, this is D20,
earlier.
right?
Huh?
D20,
A
right?
D20, yeah.
Let me check my stuff ready to go. I got a 5, so
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't.
You do
Didn't-
not.
You are
Yeah.
you are not.
You are a
not
new.
I am a new person to you.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have any beef.
Yeah. Well, I was just gonna ask. Is it my turn right now? Or?
Whoever's
Oh.
turn. This is just kind of open
Oh, I was
for you
gonna
guys
ask-
to kind of interact with each
I was
other.
gonna ask Hope. I was gonna. What did the Pegasus have that was yours?
It had a gift from the gods.
The gods.
From the gods.
All the gods have abandoned us.
I was under the impression that they were trying to give me a sign with the box. And then
From the gods.
Then the squirrel turned into a rat, and then it turned into a horse, and then it turns into a Pegasus.
With your box.
My box. From the gods.
From the gods.
From the gods, yes.
Are we all listening to this right now?
I don't think this is in my jurisdiction.
She is lying, and she is very uncomfortable because this is the second.
Roll insight
Yeah.
and roll deception.
Because like,
Here's the thing. What's so funny to that interaction about me is going, the box. Yes, my box.
yeah, like,
From the gods.
yeah, that's why I was like, she's on to
Actually,
something.
I got a nat one.
Okay.
I was about to say roll with disadvantage. Okay.
Why am I so dumb?
Roll with advantage because you already got a
Okay.
nat 1, but like you know something's up, right?
I got a,
I got a nat one.
Okay.
I got a
so
7
a-
at first.
a 7?
I
Okay.
I just got a 1.
So with advantage, you got a 7.
All right.
So do you have any modifiers for that?
For was it insight?
Yeah.
I'm a -1.
Even with a 6, you can tell like she was just lying so bad. You're fully aware that she's lying. You don't know about
You are
what.
a terrible liar. What was what was in the box?
I don't know. I didn't get the chance to open it.
It was your box.
It appeared out of nowhere, and before I could get to it, the squirrel took it.
So you're insane then.
Are we within earshot? Like,
Oh yeah, you can hear this.
Yeah, you can hear this.
You can hear this.
I'm not insane. Was I the only one who saw the box?
that's a bit rude of you to say to someone you don't know, ma'am.
Did you see your box?
Yes.
See, I'm not crazy.
I mean, the thing dang near took me out at one point. And it changed shapes.
You saw it change shapes too.
Where else?
Yes.
Where else did?
I saw, yes, I saw it sprout wings. I was right up next to it for the last half of whatever that was that y'all want to call.
I'm not crazy.
Listen,
That's
you
not what some
cannot.
crazy person would say.
Okay, listen. You are capable of having a group of people who all have some sort of hallucination at the same time, but you cannot all have a shared hallucination. We can't all hallucinate the same thing. So we all definitely saw the same box.
All right.
So stop calling her crazy.
No, I think I'm fine.
Meanwhile, this very buff person over here just suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Let's air it.
Yes.
I love that Mitchell's still trying to figure out what his voice is and when to use it.
Yep. At this point, Irit would whistle for all of the horses to go back to the stable.
Okay, in that case, I probably fall off the horse.
Wait, can we not travel on foot?
I'm still sitting on the horse. He never told me
I'm
to
still
get
on the
off.
horse too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I'm the only one that got pushed off of the horse.
I guess
so.
you could
It's
get
just
on-
because you have Terry.
He
I
has
guess
a
you could-
special love of Terry.
I guess
That's
you
a
could
bit
get
odd,
on
friend.
Barry if Irit were to let you, but I guess you could get on Barry. Barry's free now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this Pegasus is flying off to this island, and I want my box gift from the gods. This is not my horse, and I'm not going to steal it. And so I get off the horse, and I start walking towards where I think I can... Is there a place where I can get down easily, or...
It's like a 200, 300 foot drop. It's just a cliff.
So I have to go the long way.
Yeah, you would know that if you like headed back into town, like where the temple and stuff is. There is a road that leads down to like the coastline.
I'm off the horse because it's not mine, and I don't want to steal it. And so I'm going to start walking back towards town.
Okay.
Well, I mean, do you want company? Do you want help?
What help do I need? It's my box. I'm going down and getting on a ship.
I mean, you couldn't get it the first time, so. I don't mean
Really
that
got
to be
there.
rude. I'm just saying, could more help be a benefit instead of trying to do it solo?
I can't stop you from doing whatever it is you're going to do, but I'm going back to the temple and getting provisions, and then I'm going after my box
From the gods.
from the gods.
Okay, I'm in. I'm coming with you.
Nice of you to volunteer. I'm clearly not happy that she's coming. Well, I have 15 hit points, and I was going to cast a healing spell to heal me,
Okay.
but I am a cleric. So if I look around and I see that somebody else is injured, I'd be tempted to heal them too.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So you're just.
So I look around and see if I can tell if anybody is.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on if they're trying to. I mean, I feel like did everyone take damage?
I took.
I mean,
I know Weed took necrotic.
So Irit maybe didn't take
I
any
didn't take
damage.
any damage.
Okay.
Even when he fell off his horse.
Yeah. I probably should have had you take damage, but I didn't. Yeah. Ruinel and
What's up?
Aster, would you be trying to hide the fact that you're injured, or would you be?
Ruinel would.
Okay. I guess you would have to roll to see about Ruinel.
So am I
And then-
rolling perception or medicine?
It wouldn't be medicine because I'd say medicine's more the check to actually
Like actually fix.
heal
It
someone.
doesn't matter. They're both +5.
Yeah, I would go ahead and roll perception.
That's a 19.
Yeah, so you can tell that like Ruinel's maybe a little more hurt than she's letting on.
Prayer of healing up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see. I'm assuming that includes myself.
I would argue that you can look down at your hands and see yourself. So yeah.
I see
So
myself.
it's
Yeah.
2d8. So I'm gonna need another.
Is that a spell slot or is that what is that? So that's
It's a
probably at
level
least-
2.
Yeah, I was about to say it feels like at least second level spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
I said I rolled a 9, so everybody gets +9,
Okay.
and I'm full health again.
Cool. So everyone
That's me, Ruinel, and
Aster.
Aster.
Irit and the horses are on their way back to the stable.
Okay. Healed for 9. Everyone should be fine. You still have that strength reduction from your fight with the shadows. Irit, you said that you and Barry, Harry, Terry, and Larry are now headed back to the stables.
Yes.
Okay. And what is the rest of the party up to?
I'm headed back to the temple.
Okay.
I'm going with her.
All right.
She's stalking me.
Uh-oh.
Alright, I guess I'll go check on the police, or like not the police station, the marshal's hut, whatever it's called.
We'll call it Ye Old Police
Yeah,
Station.
I gotta go check on the ye old police station real quick.
All right, so let's take it one at a time. So we'll start with Irit and Barry, Larry, Terry, and Harry. So what you get back to, the stables, no problem. What are you up to now that you're there?
Irit's gonna make sure that none of them are injured or anything like that.
Okay.
Make sure they have plenty of food and water. Put them back in their different stables.
While you're doing that, we can cut to Ruinel, who's currently...
Oh, gods. What have they done with the place?
We ran past the ye old police station
Yeah, ye old police
after
station.
this squirrel that became a horse.
Squirrel.
So we would be passing it back the same way.
Yeah, back on your way
God.
to the temple. Yeah, you would see it.
I'm gonna have to clean this up.
Okay, so then we'll go ahead and cut to Hope and Aster arriving back at the temple.
Can we have like a brief conversation on our way there?
Absolutely,
Is
yeah.
that okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm assuming that Hope is very much aware that you're following her and she's trying to outwalk you.
Oh, I'm right up next to you.
Hope, how tall are you?
Oh gosh, let me see how tall. Yeah, 5'11".
I'm 6'3".
So
Yeah,
she's
so
got
I'd
like
say
a
Aster is not struggling to keep up with you. You're like really panting a little bit, maybe because you're trying to get in some good strides, and Aster's just like chilling.
I'm trying so hard to get away, and she's just right there.
So I know that you're actively trying to like seek your gods or something related to that box. And I know that the other girl that we just encountered was kind of being a little sideways with you about your belief in your gods. But are you familiar with the goddess Melaine?
You would know that Melaine is the goddess of the people and is known for her heart and compassion in society's times of need. She's one of the 4 ancients revered by the people across the lands, as the 4 ancients were those who were able to stop the Great Darkness. But yeah, at the end of the Great Darkness, Melaine and the other 3 gods, the ancients, were able to seal away the darkness, and they haven't been seen since. Yeah, so that's what you
Clearly, she's asking me if I'm aware of this person, and for all intents and purposes, it appears as if the gods have abandoned everybody. I know of her, but no one has seen or heard her for a really long time. And I'm hoping that the box will shed some answers.
I mean, that tracks. No, I was asking because I don't know very much about the four ancients, but that's the one that I do know the most about, and it's mostly because of how I was raised. But I don't know. You seem very keen on learning and maybe sharing information about it, but I'm just trying to learn as much as I can about her and stuff like that. So you're not the only one who has some belief left in the gods.
Well, I know of her, but I'm not sure she's the one that's in my heart anymore.
Which one is in your heart?
They haven't introduced themselves to me yet.
Okay.
Whichever one answers me is the one that I assume will be in my heart.
So it's like a numbers game.
It's not like I'm trying to roll a dice here. I just assume that the one who answers is the one that loves me the most.
What if the one who answers is not a good god, though?
Define good.
No, I'm just saying that.
Goodness is probably relative, yes.
But
And I speed up. Trying to speed up now.
she just and Aster just barely increases her stride, like
Immediately
barely
catches up.
Yeah, she's not even breathing hard.
Because Hope is feeling very uncomfortable because she's already lied twice today, and she has not lied at all in her life up until now. And so she's just trying to like not embarrass herself any more than she already has because she knows that she got caught in a lie earlier.
No, I'm just saying, yes, good and evil are relative per se, but what if your definition of good is not what matches your perceived chosen god's definition of good?
Well, I won't know that until they introduce themselves. Now will I?
But then what do you do if they say, hey, I want you to go do this bad thing in my name, and you're like, well, that doesn't match up with what I think is good?
She's like mumbling to herself.
Okay, so
Where did this person come from?
May I make a perception check?
sure. Roll
Vibe
insight.
check.
Yeah,
Vibe check.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Yeah.
Without adding anything.
Yeah, your vibe check passes.
Yeah, vibe check passes.
It's like
and I'm also proficient.
Hope is she's fixing to go down a dark-ish path.
Hey, Hope, maybe I'm your god's sign.
I thought it was the box, but it's you. No, so she's like on her way down this, and the thought of going down this path, she's already started with the objects that she got in the first episode, and that's making her uncomfortable. She's lied twice today. And she's going off to get this box, and she doesn't know what's in it. So just everything is making her uncomfortable.
Are you okay?
No!
Oh, it's okay.
I want my
Aster,
mom!
Aster, honey, come here. And Aster just kind of reaches her arms around her and just pats her shoulder. It's okay. It's okay. You don't seem like you're too happy with things right now, so that's why I offered my help. But also, I'm very curious by nature, so.
So you are now at the temple.
Is this happening in front of the temple?
Yeah, this is basically happening like as
Okay.
you're in front of the temple.
It's gonna be okay. I don't know what's wrong, but it's gonna be fine.
I'm not used to people trying to take care of me because, so I kind of push her away uncomfortably and then go into the temple.
Okay. Yep. So you enter the temple.
Because the only person that has ever cared for me in that manner was my mom.
Yeah.
So
I am going to follow her into the temple.
Okay.
I am going to give her a little bit of space, but I am still staying within sight of her. Like, I am keeping my eye on her.
I'm gonna inspect the statue that I remember the squirrel coming out of.
Whenever you walk in, it's very like archy, just like a ye old temple, just like the ye old police station. But it's all like stonework. It's all built up, a lot of like moss, very like overgrown with like plants and stuff. There are 3 statues that like clearly lack a lot of definition and like their figure and stuff. And then there's like a spot for a 4th one where there is no statue. And like where the names would be inscribed, there's also not one on that.
There's not one, or it's been scratched off.
It's just like weathered away. Yeah, so like you can't really like scratched off might not be the right word. Yeah, I would definitely say weathered is the right word because you can't really tell if it's like been intentional or not.
I'm still investigating the one that the squirrel
Okay,
came out of.
yeah, go ahead and roll investigation, see if you find anything on any of the statues.
Investigation. It's a 3.
Yeah, no, there are statues here?
May I investigate the
Yeah,
statues?
you can investigate the statues.
12.
Okay, yeah, so you notice that if you go around to the backside of one of the statues, there's a recessed area of stone. But the rest seem to be mostly the same, but one area is just like a little bit more recessed than the others.
Hey,
Yes.
are these your gods?
They're everyone's gods.
I mean, I only know one, but 4 of them have been mentioned, but there's only 3 here, so.
Can we guess which one is missing based on the nameplates that are there?
Are you just gonna go read them? Or Okay, so yeah, so as you go up to look at like these like plaques of like where their names are like inscribed, I guess you like dust them off, or what do you like? How do you clean them up? They're like a little dirty, like they're readable, but like how do you do it to like make it easier for yourself?
Blow on it. And
Okay, yeah. So like you blow like a thick coat of like dust and dirt and stuff. Yeah, just goes into the air. You hit it with like your hand a little bit, and you're able to brush it free so it's legible. And the visible plates read Reicht, Cliel, and Mullane.
So can we, based on the first 3, would we know the one that was missing?
I think you made 2 religion checks earlier and failed them both, so I would say no.
Yeah, Aster is looking at the names and she's got her brow furrowed because growing up she was only ever really told about one of the gods, Mullane, so the other 2 names are very new to her. And also the addition of a 4th god is also a 4th unknown god per se is very strange to her. So yeah, I don't know any of these other names.
I've heard of all 3 of these, and no one has ever mentioned the 4th one. Do I know which statue I would have seen the squirrel. Which statue did the squirrel come out of?
The statue farthest to the right. So there's 1, 2, blank, 4. The statue to the right is the one that has the plate that reads Mullane.
Okay, so it came out of the Mullane statue?
Yes.
I'm assuming that it's Mullane that's trying to speak to me because the box came out of the Mullane statue. But I don't know much about her.
Interesting.
How far is it to the beach?
It's probably a couple of miles because you have to go around. Like if the safest way to the beach would be to go the long road all the way down to the coast.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this trek down to the ship might be a little bit long and slightly dangerous. I'm going to go see if I can borrow a horse. And I start walking again as fast as I can out of the temple.
Okay.
Okay. And she just follows behind her. Do you think that the 4th god that doesn't have a statue did something bad. And maybe that's why they're not there anymore.
I don't know. Maybe.
Because
Well-
you have to assume, like, the fourth one used to be there because they obviously built them in a line. Because 1, 2, blank. 4.
I don't know. I didn't see anything that was knocked down or missing.
I'm Aster, by the way.
Hope. Hope Bright Shadow.
Oh, that's a nice name. How'd you get that name?
My parents?
Oh, like your mom. That you.
She covers her face and she starts walking faster.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. There's no sense in crying. It's fine. It's a pretty name. Just take the compliment. Well, where is your mom?
She starts crying.
Oh, my. I'm going to assume that your mom's not around.
She's gone.
Like the wind.
If it makes you feel any better, I never knew either of my parents. I'm sorry about your mom.
Hope really doesn't like talking about her mom because it's a bad story.
Hey, but at least I haven't asked about what happened to her.
Please don't.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
That's the next conversation.
Are we out of, like, fully out of the temple yet, or?
I would assume that we're passing the ye old police station and everyone else out there still scrubbing.
They're kind of like you can draw like a pretty like equidistant triangle between the 3 places.
Since we've established that it's not difficult for me to catch up with Hope in walking speed, can I, once she's out of the temple, can I like backtrack really quickly to go look at the Mullane statue one more time?
Sure.
So Aster is going to walk up and she's going to just kind of stare up at the Mullane statue and just try to find some connection to it. And then she's going to roll an investigation.
Okay. Go ahead.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, so that little recess in the back of the statue like catches your eye again.
So Aster is going to crouch down and try to figure out what exactly she's looking at. So if there's like any brush she needs to move away or anything like that.
Okay. There's nothing really you need physically to move out from in front of it.
Okay.
It's just like a little like almost like a recession, and there's like a couple of little cracks in the stone. But like, so in the heels of what you assume was at one point a statue of Mullane, there's just like a little recession. Not very big.
Can I put my hand in it?
Yeah, I suppose you could.
I'm going to put my hand in it.
Okay, what do you do once you put your hand in it? Because it's like a little divot.
And there's nothing in it.
Not
Is there
the
anything in
divot.
it?
Not in the divot.
Do I notice any... Can I, like, knock, like, around, like, the area?
Yeah, you can knock on it.
Because,
Absolutely.
like, there's little breaks and things like that. Can I see if, like, anything, like, reverberates or, like, sounds different? Like, there might be hollowness to it?
Sure.
Okay.
Uh,
Would you like me to roll another investigation
yeah,
check?
I'm trying to think. Go ahead and roll a perception whenever you knock. Yeah, so
6.
okay, so yeah, with the 6 you don't hear anything, but the moment you like touch the little recessed area, it just like scooches further back.
What in the gods? And she just pushes it as far as it'll go.
Okay, yeah, it fully recedes. You still don't like nothing like knocking wouldn't have made because it's like solid stone.
Yeah.
It's definitely a compartment, but like it's not like it wouldn't be echoey enough, right? Like it's
Yeah.
not a thin enough material to have like made an echo noise. So you realize now that's why you didn't hear anything whenever. But then when you put your hand in, what are you like feeling around or?
Yeah, I'm just going to feel around.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna find like a little paper note almost. And what languages do you read?
Common, celestial, infernal.
Okay, so I'm about to DM it to you, and then you can read it.
Secret tunnels.
And then whether you share this with anyone or not is up to you. And so whenever you pick up this note, like what's inscribed in it, you can tell it's not like handwritten. It's in fact switching between various languages, ones that you can read and ones that you can't read. But it's like almost like it's every language at once and none of them at the same time.
Okay. I read the note. Is there anything else in that space?
Yeah, there's a cobweb. It
Yeah.
like sticks to your finger. It's kind of gross.
She
Yeah.
just wipes it on her pants. And then she folds the note back up.
We'll cut back to.
And then she's going to catch up with her new bestie.
Okay, perfect.
Her new bestie, Hope.
And did I notice that she was missing?
Roll a
You were probably
perception
glad
check.
of it, so.
Perception, that's an 11.
Yeah, no, you didn't notice.
Just
I just
here,
gradually
we're
slowed down.
like notably rolling really low.
I weighted all of your dice.
No, I bought this last night.
Okay, so we'll cut back to Ruinel. What's Ruinel doing? Still scrubbing?
She's still scrubbing at the walls, trying to get all this paint off.
How's it
For the
going?
love of the gods,
How's it going?
it's going terribly.
I feel like you're getting more paint on you than you are getting off the
Yes,
wall.
exactly. No one's coming to help me.
So as you're like scrubbing and you're just like whatever. What do you said you're using like the equivalent of a toothbrush?
Yeah, because I don't have enough to pay for an actual scrubber.
Yeah, so you're scrubbing, right, and all is the paint's like coming off more on the brush than it is like staying or like coming off the wall. You see Hope trotting, and then you see like Aster disappear for a few minutes. Not even a few minutes. It's probably like 30, 45 seconds, and then her just like quickly walk and catch back up to Hope.
Huh. There they are again. Can I conscript them to help me clean this?
You can try.
Oi, no, that's terrible.
Are you gonna go like run up to them and follow them, or like are you like how are you gonna like
Actually, no.
reach out to them?
No. So how's that god box?
Haven't got it yet.
Yeah, so you're going to look for it.
I need to borrow a horse.
Do you even turn to like address Runel or no?
No, I'm like a one-track mind. I need to get my god box. I'm going.
God box.
The God
That's
Box.
funny.
You know, if it had an official name in the lore, it's been removed and it's just been replaced by
now
God
the
Box.
God Box.
It is now officially Godbox.
Yes, what does Runel do with that?
I don't really. Do you need help with that? It beats cleaning this stupid hut. You've got me curious about this god box.
She's just like, I think I've got it. She's all like,
Catching a thief sounds better than this. You're gonna need to talk to Irit about the horse. I'll come along with you.
So we've all lived in this town for a while. The three of us, we know each other.
I wouldn't necessarily say that.
Ruinel's probably like out. Aside from like Bryleigh, Ruinel's probably the newest one.
Yeah.
She just got this job.
I'd say probably like
maybe
6 months.
6 months to a year
At most.
straight max. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that probably explains why Irit didn't tell me to get off the horse, because we probably know each other.
Yeah, or at least like maybe not know each other, but at least like a familiar face.
Yeah.
You know, like you've seen them around the village and stuff.
Garrett was just mad I was on his
His
horse.
horse.
Yeah.
He was.
On Terry.
On Terry, yeah.
Brunel, she starts walking to like catch up with Hope and the slightly trailing behind Aster, who is almost fully caught up. Brunel's trying to do the same thing and catch up. And then I guess we cut back to Irit Hardstar.
Irit is like brushing the horses, their coats and stuff like that.
Larry, Barry, Harry, and Terry.
Yep.
Nice.
Good job. Good job.
Has
Thank you,
Terry
thank you.
already been washed or?
Oh yeah.
First, he's
Terry was
first.
the first one to get one.
Yeah, so the rest of the group arrives.
Irit, I need to borrow a horse.
Garrett!
Oh,
Oh,
She's
God.
still here. And they're just like, God save me from
You need to
this.
borrow a horse.
We need to borrow a horse or two. Please.
We're going to find the gold box.
Yeah, you want to come?
Well, you gotta rent the horses, so. Well, will the town
Do
bring
we
me back?
have to rent them if you're coming
Wait,
with us?
Wait, stop. The government's going to pay for it.
You
Right.
think the government pays anything?
I mean, you were just cleaning a wall with a toothbrush. So,
That's what I thought.
So I dig into my bag and I pull out Hope's Elixir of Divine Renewal. These potions are not just medicine, they're miracles in a bottle. Supplies are limited. Don't wait. Secure your divine blessing today. If your first dose doesn't work, fear not. Faith and patience are key. Keep believing and the gods will heal you. And I put it up to him.
The gods that abandoned us.
I'm gonna roll insight. 30-20.
30-20? Okay, yeah, you can tell that, like, maybe they're not quite what they seem.
I pull out a second one. 2 for 1 special.
Are you trying to, like, barter?
Yeah,
You can tell that she's, like, partly telling the truth, but she's not telling the whole truth.
Here it goes. Fine, as long as I come with you.
Okay.
And
This sounds like
I'm
a deal.
writing Terry.
I rolled a 17 on insight.
I'm the
so-
only one that offered something, though, because I'm the only one that has officially rented a horse yet.
Has never told a lie. Some malarkey.
She
So-
is having her.
Today is her day
Oh,
to
God,
like.
why have you forsaken me moment?
So,
Yeah.
for our dear listener, Jesse, our producer, who is currently off mic, just made the comment that he didn't know if we had noticed, but Hope is just a habitual liar. Are you accepting that, like, payment or that barter for the entire group, or are you just accepting it for Hope?
No. Here it goes.
Well, that's her payment. What's the rest of you guys?
I'm going to roll for persuasion.
Okay. Well, what are you going to say?
What are
are
you
you going to
gonna
say to
do?
persuade? Yeah.
Irit, I know about your tax fraud. Do you really want me to bring it up?
Irit leans in real close to Renell and goes, "All right, fine. Just knock it off."
I also rolled a
what I
17 on
thought.
persuasion.
That's what I thought.
You rolled a 17. What did you say?
Listen, I know we got off on the wrong foot /
Wrong hoof.
wrong horse, but I'd really appreciate it if I could also borrow a horse so I can go with my friend Hope here
Friend?
to help her on
I don't know her.
to help her on her journey to find this God box.
Will I get
And
paid for
and,
this?
and Aster just leans in a little bit closer and goes, she also seems to really have some emotion problems when it comes to her mom. So I'd like to kind of keep an eye on it just to make sure she doesn't do anything that's maybe not going to go great for her.
Is she whispering?
I'm only talking to him.
Like, can
I'm
I hear?
close. So,
Yeah, how loud are you saying
I
it?
mean, do you want me to roll a stealth check for it? Because I will.
Are you
I'm whispering.
you're whispering?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
whispering that bit.
Yeah, if you're whispering, then I mean you can try and roll perception, but it's gonna be a pretty high DC to know.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything.
You do not hear what I'm saying.
So I mean you can roll oppose
I
thing
would
if
like
you want
to roll
to. Yeah,
oppose.
just a straight D20.
I got a nat 1.
Yeah. And then Ruinel, did you come to agreement with Irit?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
she threatened him with exposing his exposing his tax fraud.
Okay.
Calm down, calm down. We don't need that leaking.
Okay. Yes,
That's what I thought.
I guess you're all settled and
Irit is on Terry.
Ruinel is on Larry.
Aster is on Barry.
Hope is on Harry the horse.
Yeehaw!
I can't wait to TPK these horses.
In real life. I am emotionally attached to these horses now.
Obviously.
Does the party go ahead and head to the coast, or are we just following Hope because
It seems
we're
like
being
everyone is
nosy,
stalking
or-
her.
Yeah. How's the party handling this?
All right, Hope. We're just following you. Lead the way.
Can tell. And I keep walking like giddy up.
I am getting paid for this, right?
You're just here for the vibes, right?
I better find some gold on the way.
So the party heads down. Ooh, the party. We're now officially the party, I guess. It's our first
Begrudgingly,
yeah.
yeah. The group made a choice to stalk Hope.
I was gonna say, yeah, it wasn't Hope's choice.
I just want to stop cleaning the staying hut.
So the party arrives down at the beach, at the docks, right? So there's several like docks, and then there's like stalls where the boats can like come in and out. You can see various,
Offload their
like,
goods.
Yeah, you can see that there's spots for various like larger sized trading vessels, smaller fishing boats, different crews, things like that. Everything's kind of roped off, so there is like a system of organization. It's not just like people are just like pulling their boats up to the beach or like crashing into the beach and then unloading, you know, and then like yeah. But yeah, so there's like several smaller ones. There's a couple that you can see that are out in the harbor. And then there's like one massive ship, and then there's several like smaller, I guess more like skimmer style fishing boats.
Are there any sort of visible like monogramming or logo or like flag on the giant ship?
No,
Okay.
not particularly.
Just a random big ship.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it like a military vessel?
It's pretty armored, but it's not as heavily armored as what you would expect for like a warship. But it does have like some armor plating and stuff in on the sides, and
Or just like armaments, like cannons and stuff like that?
yeah, there's a couple of armaments and things like that. Like there's a couple of cannons, some harpoons, what essentially I guess you could call just like very large like planks. But it's more of like a walking, like think more of catwalks that are around. So less of like a, hey, walk the plank, and more of just like there's different ways to like walk around the exterior of the ship. You would think this is maybe a little bit more of a trading vessel, but like maybe not just a regular trading vessel. So what is Hope gonna do, since everyone's kind of just following Hope at this point?
She hops off the horse and tries to board the boat.
Which one?
I would like to talk to the captains and see if any of them are going west.
Let's say there are 3 currently in, like, at the docks. 3 ships currently at the docks. There's the large one, and then there's 2, like, one, like, medium-sized-ish boat, and then 1 small, like, fish skimmer. Which one do you approach?
The middle one.
Okay, yeah, so you approach, and there is a orc that's just kind of, like, hanging out. There's not really anyone else on the crew. You assume that, like, you can see, like, that there's people walking around the docks elsewhere, but at the ship there's no one really else aside from this half-orc.
Excuse me, are you by chance heading west?
Maybe. What's it to you?
2 gold if you'll take me to that island.
What island? There's islands everywhere. It's an ocean.
Can you?
Ronaldo just starts dying in the back.
I point to the one that the Pegasus was flying to. I was like, that one.
In the sky?
No, in the towards the island.
in the sky.
That one.
The Sky Islands?
Does your ship fly?
He just kind of looks at you and, like, tilts his head, and then he looks down at the boat.
He goes, does it look like it flies?
Ronaldo's still dying in the back.
Meanwhile, I've tacked up my horse and I'm going towards the big ship.
What's your name? Weird stranger.
Hope Bright Shadow.
Wow, kind of like assuming of you to give yourself such a name, huh?
My mom gave me that name.
Oh.
I turn around and walk off.
One of these, huh? And then he just goes back to sitting, and he just, like, kicks his feet back. He's like, eesh.
Aster is making her way down the docks. Very much like her overcoat is just swishing in the wind. Her hair is swishing in the wind. You can hear her little heels of her boots clacking. And she's going to walk up to the big ship and ask the first person she sees that looks like they probably work on the ship.
So you see a red-haired female halfling, and she's just kind of like scrubbing the deck.
Excuse me, can I interrupt you for a moment?
Yes, what is it?
May I speak to your captain? I don't know if you're the captain or whoever is, but could I speak to them?
I suppose. What do you need to ask them?
I was gonna see if you were granting passage on your ship.
Sometimes. What for?
I was gonna see if y'all were going over to the Isle of Exile.
Sometimes. It depends. Why?
I just want to go take a look around. I'm not from here, so.
Sorry, no one just wants to go take a look at the Isle of Exile.
Yeah, it sounds like Dobby.
Well, I'm not from here, so everything is kind of new. So who do I need to speak to about getting passage?
I mean, you're speaking to me. That's fine. It's good enough. It's not really just like a vacationer spot, you know?
So are you the captain?
Give or take. It kind of rotates shifts. We're kind of communistic on our boat.
What's your name?
Indy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm Aster.
Indy what?
W.
Indy W.
Yeah.
All right then.
When did you get here?
I've been here.
Oh, it's kind of hard to see you sometimes from up here.
Yeah. Kind of a short one, isn't she?
You want to talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm tall for a halfling, aren't I? I'm a solid 4'4".
I can literally, I can see over you, mate.
Hey, don't be mean to Indy. Go away.
No, I also have to get to the Isles.
Well, I'm talking to Indy, so you can just wait your turn.
And Indy just kind of like takes the like the broom that she's like been sweeping with, and she just like breaks it like easily, right? Like no sweat, into 2 really sharp pieces, and she just looks at you like.
Are you done challenging me on the ship?
I like her.
she didn't say that, but like if she could, you could hear it in her voice, just like piercing your skull.
Can I whisper?
Are you really asking me that?
Can
you
I
really
whisper?
gonna say
Can
that to
I
me?
whisper to it?
Indy, I'll hold her if you want to get her.
I might take you up on that at a later date.
Can I whisper to
It's a deal.
Yeah, you can.
She's an angry elf, isn't she?
But I like her.
I kind of like it too.
Rolling perception.
I'm a halfling!
Well, you're a very charismatic halfling. I actually kind of like you.
I'm no elf.
So she goes forward, and she's gonna attack you with this.
Yeah, Ira takes a step away from
And like so,
Aster just gets behind Runel and just is ready to grab her.
how tall is Runel?
5'5".
I'm
Okay.
6'3", friend.
So
Yeah, she's short.
okay, so Indy W
Wait.
rolled a nat 1 on her attack. So she goes
14.
and she like pokes you.
14 plus 2.
She like pokes you, but like slips and then just falls face first onto the deck.
Oh, so cute.
Aster immediately goes to help her up.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just great.
Okay.
That was
And-
cute. That was cute, mate.
And Indy just kind of like brushes her shoulders
Yeah.
off his stuff and like gets the
Yeah.
dirt off. Though there's not much because she's really good at like maintenance of the ship.
There's no dirt.
In communist sailors, she's the best.
That was really cute, mate. I actually like that.
I think she's being condescending. What do you think?
I think so too.
She tries to stab you again. What's your AC?
14.
Okay, no, she misses, but she gets like real close. Like she goes through like your pant leg with the stick. So it like pierces, but it doesn't actually hit you.
She's like, that's just a taste of what I could do.
She's
I like-
handy with that toothpick.
I like
know,
you,
right?
Indy.
Toothpick.
I like you, Indy.
Actually, I
Thank
like you
you,
too.
weird southern lady.
You're welcome.
I actually like you too. You got that fight in you. I like that.
So, what do you want? And how much are you willing to pay for it?
What is your normal rate for there and back to the Isle of Exile?
I don't know, you wanted for any crimes?
No, I'm not.
I'm the law enforcement. I'm the marshal. She shouldn't be.
A knock!
Let me say, unwilling.
You see, for those of you, like, I think, like, Ruinell's probably a little embarrassed and isn't looking for this. But for those of you who are, like, not Ruinell, embarrassed in this moment for being called a narc, you can see that Indy just kind of, like, kicks some things a little out of sight. Like, you can tell, like, they've probably got some illegal goods on the ship.
Unwilling, I should say.
I mean, I could probably do it for. How many are you traveling with?
Just me.
May.
Plus my friend Hope over here.
The one that's crying off in the distance.
Yeah, her.
I don't know
And
if
us
we
too.
want that one on our boat.
What if I could guarantee that she wouldn't cry? You just don't have to. Just don't mention her mama.
She doesn't look like she's stable enough to guarantee that. Look, you just said her mama, and often she cries again.
I said don't mention it.
Just did.
I know, because I'm warning you. That's the last cry we're going to get out of her.
Okay, 3 gold for you. 6 for the other one. That's a crying fee. For having to avoid subjects. Yeah, that's fine.
Can we do,
I will not hesitate to double my price.
friend?
Do not try to haggle me.
Can we do 5, please? And I'm going to roll persuasion.
You can, but roll it at disadvantage because she's fully aware you're trying to haggle, and she is not in the mood to haggle.
Okay, so can I just roll? So I definitely failed. That's okay.
And she's just staring at you.
You can't blame a girl for trying.
She's like 7
I
gold.
can if
Andy.
I told you.
I'm just saying. I think business recognizes business.
Yeah, perchance.
But,
Perchance.
friend. And she kind of whispers over to her. However, I am going to tell her that you're charging both of us the same.
Okay.
So, just don't rat me out.
I don't care.
Okay, thanks.
My rates are my rates.
I know, I'm just saying.
The rates of the people are one and the same, for we are a communist sailor ship. I guess we're not communist, just like we share everything, because we're a friendship ship. That is the name of our ship.
It is literally the friend ship.
Ship.
And none of us are friends.
Oh, it's for sure just like friendship ship.
The SS friendship ship.
Yes.
Okay, and before I go over and tell her,
Yes.
you can guarantee that you can get us up to the Isle of Exile and back safely in one piece.
I mean,
All
I can
4 of us.
guarantee that. You're literally going to one of the worst places in Plana. I cannot guarantee what happens once you're there, but I can guarantee you that you'll probably be all right on the way there.
I like those odds.
And on the way back,
I mean, that's assuming you're still alive after you do all the things you do in there.
and this
That's like
is
saying, if I jump off a building and I land, okay, is it okay after that? It's like, well, did you survive jumping off the building? And that I just can't answer. I can't answer. Not in good conscience, no. Indy can't.
I like this one still.
I do too, really.
Well, what are you paying me to come on my ship?
you should
3
char-
gold.
you,
No.
you should charge them more. You should charge them more.
4 gold.
Do either of you have issues that are gonna cry and you're gonna make my deck wet and then it's gonna warp the wood?
No, ma'am.
No, I used to be a
That's no Captain Indy to you.
No, Captain Indy.
No, Captain Indy. I used to actually work with seafaring ships.
Oh,
you
we've
know?
got a kiss up over here now.
Did you know?
Yes, I did.
Interesting.
And so she takes the 2 halves of her toothpick broom and she puts them back together, and then like she goes back to sweeping, and it's fine. It's not broken anymore.
Andy, don't
How'd you do
forget.
that?
That's pretty
you
impressive.
you don't know mending? You haven't heard of mending?
Don't forget
Fair enough.
Indy. Don't forget
It's
Indy.
like the basic magic. You just put it together and go, ooh.
This one over here is an arc. And she points to Ruinell.
We'll have to keep an eye on her.
I can
And
overlook-
she like looks down and takes note of like your house, your like torn house banner.
Yeah.
We shall see. Yes, we shall.
I'm going to go get Hope.
Oh, the crying one?
Yes, her. Her name is Hope.
I hope she doesn't cry.
I'll do like this one in it.
Hope, honey. And she scurries over to Hope. Hey, the big ship can take us, but you got to pay 6 gold for it.
Okay. And walk up there.
Hope, this is Captain Indy. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Captain Indy, this is Hope.
Hello.
So, Hope, we're going to just keep to ourselves. Yes?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, 3 gold.
Here you
Puts
go.
out her hand.
Thank
6 gold.
I'm like, I give her the 6 gold.
Oh wait.
3 gold.
But I make note that she charged me more.
3 gold.
So she collects the gold from all of you. She goes and she goes back to like where the.
Can we get the horses on the ship? Well, they're his horses, so. But I don't feel right about leaving them here just to be taken.
Irit goes. That does the cool whistle thing that I can't physically do. and then all the horses just start going back to the stable.
Oh, okay. You don't want to bring them?
Not particularly, honestly.
Okay.
I'd rather have them back at the stables. They have plenty of food and water and people who will take care of them while I'm not there.
Show the horses will be
So
fine.
so she takes
Yes,
your
they
gold,
will.
and you can see she walks up over to the helm. You see the same orc that you saw in the same half orc that you saw in the other ship, except now he's got like his hair parted a different way and like a hat. Yeah, but she hands the gold to him, and then he goes like below the deck, and like you assume that he like disperses it to the crew or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess at this point you can go ahead and take a long rest, and Indy will come up and she'll tell you.
Well, we don't really take off until the mornings, and it's about 6 or so. The tide's gonna be changing, and really we just want to nap after all day of sitting here cleaning the ship and doing nothing else. So that's what we're gonna do. Goodbye.
She just floats away.
No,
I'm kidding.
that's her just walking away. She's like walking backwards away from you. She's like, goodbye.
No, she doesn't even walk. She hovers away.
Yeah. So yeah, and then she shows you like to your quarters and stuff too.
So, with the long rest, we're back at full HP and then full strength and stuff, right?
Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and be back at full HP.
Okay, cool.
You can go ahead and recover all your spell slots and all that. And we are going to end our episode there.
Next time on Beyond the Gates.
All right. Thank you for listening. Episode 1, baby.
It only took
We-
3 years.
In
Yeah.
episode 1, we failed to catch a horse.
Hey, listen,
All
that
this
horse
over-
was moving way faster than any horse
All of this
should.
over a squirrel.
This episode of Beyond the Gates features Adam Baeza as Ruinel of Tarsus, Mitchell Caldwell as Irit Hardstar, Bryleigh Myers as Aster Laveau, and Chelsea Willis as Hope Brightshadow. This episode was written and edited by Jacob Rowe, produced by Jesse Adkins, with the main theme composed by Stephen Mathern.
We're gonna go find the God box so Hope can get her life figured out.
Can you stop singing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were here.
I wish I could forget you were here.